affect Nigerian positively. Thank you for your time.
Citing anti-party. The People's Democratic Party, PDP, in Edo State chapter, has announced the expulsion of former Deputy Governor Philip Shaibu from the party, citing anti-party activities. Shaibu was the Deputy Governor before Godwin Obaseki before his impeachment. Shaibu was impeached for allegedly leaking classified government documents, amongst other allegations.
This comes after Shaibu declared his support for the opposition All Progressives Congress candidate, Monday Okpebholo, in the upcoming September 21st governorship election in Edo State. The Edo State Working Committee of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, also confirmed the expulsion of the National Vice Chairman, South of the party, Chief Dan Orbih, and the immediate past member representing Oredo Federal Constituency, Ogbeide-Ihama. Joining us now is the President, African Public Interest Lawyers Union, Honorable Andre Adeze-Nwata. Good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning, Osaruge. Good morning, Olive. It's a pleasure to be on the program this morning.
Good to have you join us. Interesting developments there, of course, after Shaibu was impeached as deputy governor, now he's been kicked out of the PDP. What are your thoughts? Does this show, division within the PDP, or is, do you see this as the PDP really just, taking actions that were necessitated by Shaibu's recent actions?
Yeah, thank you. You must agree with me that PDP, just like Achibe's book, Things Fall Apart, where the quotes of YB, he referred to it as things fall apart, the center cannot hold, may anarchy is loosed upon the world. PDP as a party, as I speak to you, is completely empty. In my local government, for instance, the party structure led by the leader, Musa Adams, the entire world leadership, this local government leadership moved into APC recently. And I think it is this drove of members going in their thousands into the APC that has become a nightmare of the governor. And I can tell you for free that the big masquerade behind this, I will say, shambolic, expulsion of Chief Dan Orbih, who is the South Vice Chairman. And just to say that on the 19th of June, the Federal High Court had given an order restraining PDP from taking any steps towards impeaching, towards either suspending or expelling Chief Dan Orbih, who is their South Vice Chairman. And unfortunately, just as an afterthought, some ragtag members of the State Working Committee of the PDP in Edo State quickly announced his expulsion, not to make it look like a standalone. They mentioned the name of the candidate of the PDP, or the aspirant that contested against Obaseki in 2020, who was at that time the member of the House of Reps, Ogbeide-Ihama, who is a strong force in PDP, and the deputy governor, of course, who naturally, when you look at Shaibu is in court. He's challenging his unconstitutional impeachment.
And
so they're just trying to weaken them.
Permit me to interject. Are you trying to say that the main target of this action by the PDP is Dan Orbih, and that the rest are just to make it look like a normal thing, and that he's the main target?
Obviously, Olive, and I will give you the specific facts. This matter has been in court. There has been a plan by Obaseki to make Dan Orbih lose his position as the leader of the party. Because before Obaseki came into the party in 2020, of course, at that time, I was a PDP member, who were the ones that took Obaseki in. And coincidentally, it was June 19, 2020, that Obaseki joined the PDP. 4 years later, on the 19th of June, 2024, the Federal High Court in Benin restrained the party from suspending the person who brought Obaseki into the party. And Obaseki told his lackeys in the party structure to announce the expulsion of Dan Orbih, who gave him a roof over his head when rain was beating him. I mean, that's the story of an ingrate. Hamapi Osaruge referred to emperors, I mean, the governors of states, operating as emperors. If you ask me, the number one emperor governor of Nigeria is Governor Obaseki. It was because of him I led the party last year. And as I speak to you, there are 4 litigations challenging the candidacy of Aso Ighodalo. And Shaibu is involved in one of them. And I think if somebody is challenging the candidacy of a person, it means that he has not accepted that person as a candidate of the party. So if they have any contrary view, I think the proper path to is a part of reconciliation, is a part of peace. You are expelling a member of the National Executive Committee of the party. Dan Orbih is a member of the National Executive Committee of the party. If they are not lawless people, Article 57, sub 7 says only the National Executive Committee of the party can discipline its members. So you find that these are just a band of lawless members of the PDP. Danobi is even in court. You want to institute disciplinary actions against a person who is challenging his unlawful impeachment as deputy governor. You didn't even set up a disciplinary committee. They should go and read Article 57 of their constitution.
I want you, Mr. Wanta,
to talk about the role of the disciplinary committee. That committee was not set up. It was because there was an order of the Federal High Court that morning. That was why in the afternoon they gathered together, about 9 of them, and started announcing people's expulsion. Where is that done?
Okay, this method of discipline.
Subjecting them to the disciplinary committee of their party. I mean, PDP is gone. And I'll quickly bring to your attention a video that went viral yesterday, which of course is everywhere in the internet, where the governorship candidate of PDP, Ogbeide-Ihama, said the party has been factionalized, that when he came in, he thought, oh, that there was peace in the party. There were 4 factions. Ogbeide-Ihama, PDP candidate, identified the legacy faction, the new PDP, the old PDP, and the Obaseki PDP. I mean, I'm using his exact words. Then he said after he came in, they became a new faction, the 5th faction, known as the Philip Shaibu faction. So if a party has 5 factions, can you take that party seriously? So for us in the APC,
all right, hold on, Mr. Wanta.
Celebrating.
Mr. Wanta, kindly hold on.
Mr. Wanta, you've mentioned
free and fair. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much, my people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. I appreciate you all, my people. Now, God bless you. Now, we're just going to get on with it right now. I'm posting out a link for those of you that want to join us. Thank you very much. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all once again. Today is Friday, 21st June, 2024. Happy weekend to every one of you, my people. I appreciate you all. Thank you very much for all you do. Mother for Mommy Diaspora, good evening to you, Mommy. Thank you very much for everything. Thank you, Madam Amen Bright. Love God. Thank you very much. God bless you. Thank you very much, George. Efosa Ibenedion. Edo Sky. I can see you, Ise, Clement P.A., Emmanuel Shooks. Now God bless all of you now right there, my people. Thank you for your time with us. Then we have more people right there. Wisdom Lucky. Yeah, Black Panther, I can see you already, sir. Sabovo Konga, CXL, Shizoba, and many others. Now God bless you now. So I'm just going to take on this article quickly because I really want us to get on with it. I have a couple of articles here, about 4. You know, thank you, Madam Patricia. I can see you already. Thank you very much, man. Good evening to you. You know, okay, let me quickly take these guys. Help us to press on the like button, help us to share, press on the $sign. Someone should buy me a coffee. I will appreciate that. Okay, breaking. Debt Management Office says Nigeria incurred 24.33 trillion debt in just 3 months. You know, in Tinubu's administration, just 3 months. In case you don't get them, 24.33 trillion. They don't say billion. You know, so I thought now debt management, I released this one, letting Nigeria know that we can't take this anymore. What did they happen? You know, but still, I'd like us to move on. You know, many of you criticize our work here, so let's continue to be deceiving ourselves. Insecurity, jihadists flooding Nigeria through Benin Republic, you know, reports. It's very, very crazy. This is crazy, you know, insecurity. Nobody's stopping these people from coming into our country. I don't know. For me, I'm not sure where Nigeria they go. It's really, really crazy. Thank you, Mother Rita. I can see you already. God bless you, ma. I'll bring you in shortly. Let me quickly put this on screen. As you can see right there, Tinubu's inflation, Enugu resident grown as bag of rice cost 100,000 naira, Garri for 5,000 naira. So more Nigerians are crying right now. It's crazy. Everything is skyrocketing every blessed day. I wonder how people can make 3 square meal in a day. But meanwhile, I'd like to bring this one in. You know, I have another one for you guys here quickly. As you can see, this one right there, just in. Pregnant woman due for delivery kidnapped on way to hospital to deliver a child. You know, it's very sad. Not only in Nigeria, these kind of things, they happen. Pregnant woman. A pregnant woman known only as Mrs. Ogumbomi has been adopted in Abeokuta, the capital of Ogun State. The victim, who was nearing her delivery date, had left her home in Oke, Lantoro, to go to the State General Hospital in Ijare, Abeokuta, but was kidnapped en route. Her husband, Ogunbunmi Lateef, reported receiving a WhatsApp message informing him of his wife's abduction. Yes, now only Nigeria things like this they happen, my people. It's very unfortunate, but that's all we see them. Mr. Jonathan, I can see you already, sir. Thank you very much, my wonderful people. Thank you. Yes, the only super chat I have right now is from Stephanie Ojek. I'm very, very grateful. My pocket never run dry. Thank you very much. May God bless you. Destiny, I know they see your face, so now your head that they see, and now they see your face. Thank you. You can off your this thing. Thank you. All right. So yes, my people, that is all. Guys, press on the dollar sign. Encourage our work. I guess most of you like what we are doing here, although it cannot be everyone. I appreciate every one of you, what you guys are doing. Yes, we have an audio that came in last night for the discussion of yesterday that I'd like to play right now, coming from Mr. Ike. So Mr. Ike left this audio and he authorized me to play it here. Let's listen to this quickly.
Yeah, I don't watch that. Since we can send audio message, please see if you can play this one. I hear all the arguments about the treatment of Tinubu in South Africa, especially what Dr. CM said. You see, no nation, I repeat, no nation is respected more than their leaders. So when you see this thing happening, you think we should have to take Nigeria what they did before and then apply it the way it is now. It will not work. Sincerely speaking, when you see anybody and the person says, I'm from Colombia, what comes into your mind is the former drug leader. They are not having a drug leader now. But because they once appointed a president that is a drug leader, a drug baron, it still haunts them today. That's why there are some things you cannot clean with water or clean with time. So this is a big mistake that is going to haunt us, not just for the time Tinubu is going to be around, but even after he has gone out. So what South Africa did is exactly what our president is causing us and is going to cause us, even going forward. Why did Biden run away from Tinubu when they went for United Nations in New York? There's no way. Forget about what you did before. It doesn't work that way. That's what you did before. And if you must have your respect, it's a continuous thing. It's not something you do 1 year and then you leave it. What people will remember is your worst. Nobody remembers your best. They remember your worst. So when you want to be good and when you want to have respect, you've got to continue to do what is right. Not when you do one day, the other day you do another one. So this is it. Tinubu is going to continue to disrespect us in the international community. So don't blame South Africa. Don't blame South Africa. You remember that of Kuwait, when Qatar, he forced himself to get that invitation. We don't even know whether he was really invited or he forced himself to get there. That's what it is. Let's get this straight. No country will respect us as far as we have a leader, that continues to disgrace us when he goes out.
All right, that one is coming from Mr. Ike. Left that for yesterday's topic, but we told to bring it in today. Like I said before, anybody that want to give a submission, always leave audio for us. If your audio is appropriate, we'll play it here. If we cannot play it on the same broadcast, we promise to play it on the next broadcast. Thank you very much, guys. And in case we missed your audio, it's your responsibility to remind us by sending more message. I have audio there. Please play my audio. And God, bless you, my people. I'd like to appreciate Adelaja Ogbeide. Thank you very much, sir, for the support. Always, I'm very, very grateful. Thank you so much. Guys, help us to press on the like button, help us to share. We're going to start talking shortly. But meanwhile, let me take some calls. For those of you that want to call in 3 minutes, I'd like to take 4 calls quickly so that we can move on. If not, I'm going straight to the panelists, and I might not be here moderating. So when you are calling, I cannot stop them from continuing their submission on the panel. Okay. All right. We have Ogashimize with us already. Ogashimize, thanks for calling in. So you have 3 minutes. Talk to us.
Good afternoon.
Thank you.
Good evening. Good morning. Yeah.
Go ahead, sir.
Okay. Thank you for all you do, Niger Watch. I greet all Nigeria and all Niger Watch family. Yeah, Eedris has said it all. That interview and his music. You see, it's only Nigeria. Nigeria love their oppressors. And you see, his music is telling us about what is going on right now. And that is true. But some people will cascade him. Some people will say all manner of things. But when you look of even the Kuti, Shehu Kuti, that always rant on the social media. Have we even one day think about? I always see him think doing what his father was doing. You know, I don't see any musician that doing what Fela was doing, telling government what is happening to us, telling they're using music to tell them. That's what Fela was doing. But right now, nobody's doing it. That is, Eedris say it the way it is, and that way it is in Nigeria. That no musician, all they think, all that know about, if they don't put a woman on their stuff, on their music, it can never sell. But come out, say something about your government, put it in music, they will listen, they will hear it. Everybody, they can hardly listen to music. Music is what it shows. So that's it on that side. Come for Edo, what is going on? Look at, I'm listening to this APC guy say, oh, it's applause to them, it's for them. Why you say you're celebrating? Why are you celebrating? That that. Come on, all you guys, all these, in fact, these politicians, in fact, I'm very ashamed of themselves. I'm ashamed of them. Because all of them is lie. They lie so bad. They talk, they go after each other, telling this person, say, I say.
Thank you.
In fact, the politicians, they doesn't, in fact, some of the politicians, the one they have in mind, some of them want to go there for their infrastructure. So when they get there, if they don't get that thing, they will try to jump or get away from you.
Thank you.
Because it doesn't give them that opportunity to invest money or to steal.
Thank you.
Watch.
God bless you, sir. Thank you very much. Mr. Innocent, thanks for calling in, sir. Please talk to us. Good evening to you.
Yeah. No, Mr. Elvis, good afternoon.
Thank you, sir.
To you and your family.
Yeah, we are fine, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, sorry, yesterday I tried to call in, but I couldn't call in. Then I was like, okay, one of the reasons that I wanted to call in yesterday was that of Kenneth Okonkwo. Like I normally say, I said, people on the panel, everybody have opinion, which is okay. But when people are making their opinion, let them not make an opinion like it's a fact. You understand? So for me, what I regard as a fact, let me give you an example of what I regard as a fact. For instance, today's date is a fact. Today's date is a fact. Now, when somebody says somebody have, bribed somebody, or stash money around, or, misappropriate funds, to me, those things are not facts. Now, I will not even bother about, anybody in the panel saying the way they're saying it, that it's a fact, no. Now, again, that of Kenneth Okonkwo, I was listening to people here. There are people that were saying, oh, they believe Okonkwo he has integrity, he has this, he has that. Now, if it is true, which I found out again from someone on social media, that he never decided to join, APC. But yesterday, there were people that are saying, yes, it's okay, he has the right to move to wherever he wants to go to. But they are talking about integrity. For me, like you, and the way I see you, the way I listen to you, the way you make your comment, I know you have integrity. And if you have decided on something, even for instance, you said if your father is the one that is going to, cause you not to get, a better Nigeria, you will make him know that, look, I'm disowning you because I want a better Nigeria. You see, people over here, they just come and tell you that this person, they believe in this person has credibility and all that. If it is true, if you can play back what Okonkwo said when he left APC, and people held him that this is a credible person. If he goes back to APC, for me, I would not see him as any credible something, whether what he said before or what he's saying now. So for me, that person, he has made me to not believe him as somebody I can listen to and believe that, yes, when he says sit down here, I will say yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, sir.
So my time up.
Yes, sir.
Well,
Mr. Elvis.
Let me leave it at that. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir. God bless you. Thank you. Please, I'm still picking calls, sir. I'm still picking calls. You will respond to that shortly, please. Thank you very much, Nolly. Thank you very much for calling in. Hello.
Hello. Good evening, Mr. Eedris.
Thank you, sir. Please talk to us. Good evening to you.
Thank you so much for picking my call. This Nolly 77. You know, I want to speak of this Edo election. You know, this Edo election is bringing some memory back to me because I remember when we used to call PDP and APC and PDAPC, we call them satanic party. I just want to know if anything have changed. Have PDP become born again, repented from being a satanic party to you know, because when I see the way people are talking about this PDP, and I just want to say this: no matter how people paint it, Obaseki didn't do well in Edo State. He never do well in Edo State, no matter how. Because the thing is that if he does well, you will see it in the face of the people. Just like we're seeing in the face of the Abians. We're not seeing the same thing in Edo. And listen, Abia people, this man is Alex Otis didn't go about telling people, bringing some stooges, some people to come and campaign for him. Everyone is seeing what he's doing. Even people are going on their own telephone, videoing and putting it online. But this one, for instance, Alex, our own Alex, he lives in Edo State. Sometimes when all this thing is happening, I used to ask, is this Edo the Alex is living or the another Edo they are talking about when they say that person is not? And there is nothing that nobody can tell me that PDP is going to do well in Edo State based on what the PDP chieftain said. He said on something about Donald Duke. Everybody had it.
Okay.
He said you can be eating good, but the fact that
Thank you.
The PDP will not give you the chance to do something good for the people.
Thank you, sir.
It's not that many.
Thank you.
So that's what I'm asking. Thank you so much, sir.
God bless you, sir. Knowledge 77. God bless you, sir. Thank you. Okay, I would like us to move on right now. My people, God bless you now. You know, I have this video, you know, because when it comes to Nigeria like this, sometimes I ask myself what is happening. You know, let me put this on screen first for you guys to see the caption before I play the video. You know, this is the caption right here on the screen. You can see, you know what they are destroying, organic maize farm. Guess who they are working for? Now you know. Say no to GMO food and say no to gate poison. Okay, this is the caption. But for you to get what is happening, I would like to play the video. This is crazy and nobody to talk to. I don't understand. Watch this.
I don't like my hat. C'est le traitement qu'il faut ici. Et on reste.
This is crazy. I have to stop it right there. That video long, you know. This is crazy. And we are talking about there's no food in Nigeria right now and all that. What is happening? This is crazy. But let's start talking. I appreciate every one of you right there, my people. Thank you very much. Guys, press on the $sign. Encourage our work. And God bless you now. Help us to share and hit on the like button. Okay, the first person on the panel is Black Panther. But I'll see, because I'm going to assign the platform today to either Mother Patricia or Mother Rita. Let's see if Mother Patricia is available first. If not, I'll come to Mother Rita. Mother Patricia, are you there with us, ma?
I'm here, Mr. Eedris. Good evening.
Thank you, man. I don't know if you're available today. Good evening to you to carry us along. Thank you, man. Thank you. I think say they eat the black soup when Madam Rita post come.
No. I know they eat those kind of black soup from distance. No, the black soup I cook. Really they call it okra pepper.
Okay, now okra you specialize, but Madam Rita specialize for black soup.
Not be the hair. My own not be on the hair, na life.
Okay, that life, hey, Madam Rita, oh, we know they see him. Hey, go see you poster, you know they arrive. Hey? Thank you, man. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. Okay, let's come to August CM. I will bring you in shortly, but let me call on Black Panther. After Black Panther, Madam Batsha, I'll take it from there. Thank you very much for those of you that are just coming in right now. Vitus Akwebele, thank you so much. Kingsley Ogiriaki, Evie Jack, and many others. He's also said, Madam Helen, and God will bless all of you now. Yes, Black Panther, you have the floor, sir.
Hey, thank you, Niger Watch. You know, give me a vision. I'll be consistent with coming in first today. You know, they give up. You know, we talk. We just blow on like a channel television.
Best now, you know, say because say you our best.
Hey, that is what I
want. Mr. Eedris,
yes,
how many times you don't come first now?
I won't cause wahala.
You don't do one like you don't do hat trick now. Hat trick.
That is, I just got 3 goals now. Hat trick now.
Yes,
so you know, give I want to thank everybody. Happy weekend to every one of us. I just want to say thank you to Mama in diaspora. I love you, Mama. You see what you see what you have been doing has been affecting me. I've been consistent. It is you, not me. It is you that made me so. Because I am learning from you. That is why we all come here. We learn from each other every day, and it's quite amazing. And I love it. I want to thank you specially for that. And Niger Watch, keep doing it. I told you, we are at your back. When you look at the left, you look at the right, just know we are there for you. I want to thank other people, all our patriots on ground who are still on their way coming. I want to thank you guys. You guys are doing a great job. Despite we might be saying something, that is why we call it a panel. We must not be on the same road. We come from different angles, but all I know is that we are still going to arrive in one pool. But it might not be easy, but we will drive there. There's nothing bad in talking while on the table. We should keep on talking. That's how we move ahead. And I want to thank all the commenters. May God bless every one of you. Thank you for a great job done. I want to start by talking on, today is a very quiet day, but it's very hot. I want to talk on Okonkwo briefly. I want to thank the first caller who spoke briefly on Okonkwo. And I want to thank him because I was exactly what he said. I was putting my own thought on that because I never wanted to speak, concluded on Okonkwo because I watched the tape. Lawyers are the 2 words in a logical form. I watched it and he did not say he want to move to APC. Neither is he changing guard. And we all here, we know that this is a man that have decided to do something, and the reason why he left somewhere and came somewhere else, which he believed in the ideal of that place. But he decided to step aside to watch it because he could not take what is going on in where he moved down to. But that does not mean that he should go back to his vomit. That was the statement I made. And I was reasoning the way the first caller, and that is the way we all should not conclude for him. Or we say, oh, it is his right for him to go back to it. No, we know it is his right, but we should not conclude for him because every voice is powerful. When we speak something and say that because this man has not concluded and we are not concluding for him, it's not fair. So that is why I made that parable. I said, a man that has vomited something, he will never go back to lick his vomit or eat his vomit. That's why I stay, because I'm waiting for him. I'm waiting for him because that is the respect I give to him. And I need to give the respect to everybody, no matter where you belong to. I need to hear you, take what you say, and work on what you say. So that is I conclude in that. I want to go to the PDP. The PDP drive out Philip Shaibu, Dan Orbih, and Ogbeide-Ihama. Hey, Edo State. We are good. I mentioned Pro Max. If we are not careful, we will do the replica of what happened in the federal election will happen in Edo State. If we don't garnish our resources together and appeal to ourselves, appeal to our conscience, and make a decision as stakeholders of this great state, Edo State, we are going to have a Pro Max. And when the Pro Max come, I am an Edo State person. I will not be jubilating. But what I will do will shock many people. And those people that have garnished and they are still on their end in going on the old gags and saying we should look at the man, we should not look at the party. I'll be preaching this. People are taking me for a ride. We should look at the man, we should not look at the party. I will make a raw conclusion on that statement everyone is making on that. And I will make it when the election is over. I will see the effect of that statement we are making. In Nigeria, in Nigeria where we cannot veg for, where we cannot say 100, we cannot say 50% we veg for someone. Then we are now looking at him from a far angle, reading his profile on the internet, and now vegging for him. And say, oh, he's coming. We should not look at the party. We should look at the personality. I want to remind every one of you, that is the same rhetoric APC, President Tinubu did. And he did it. And what he added it, he ran a race, stole it, and stand on it. We should not, I've also told you that anything that comes from these satanic parties, we should trash it. We should have our own formula up here and use our own formula. Anything from them, we don't know the plan behind those words. Those words are satanic. Nigeria is not a normal state where everything is normalized. You cannot look at the individual because your ideal that you have must be in line with the ideal of your party. You cannot separate your party from you. If you do that, you'll be impeached in Nigeria context. You'll be impeached. If you go contrary to what the fathers that own the party of that party per se, in quote, if you do correct, you will be impeached. It has happened in we've all seen it now. So when it comes to saying, look at the man, it doesn't work like that in Nigeria. I've always said this thing. We keep on, Nigeria politicians will never change. People have not dug into this statement that I'm making. It's only few people. It will not change. Those two parties that you see, I'm not talking about the new one. Those two parties you see, they will not change. And that is why when Niger Watch was playing one video concerning those ambassadors that were speaking, the first two people spoke eloquently well that the Nigerian parliament should set a law that will make it almost impossible for you to move to another party, so that you be in that party, sort things out. People that are moving out of parties, let me tell you all what is happening. Majority of them are moving out because their personal ambition has not been fulfilled. How can you drive your personal ambition over the ambition of a country? You are not looking to serve, but you are driving your own ambition. That is where we got it wrong. That is where the black man got it wrong. Now look at PDP and APC. They are driving out three strong people. And if you are driving out these people, they are pulling out, let me put it averagely, 500,000, or let me make it low, 300,000 people out of your party. Because these guys are loaded with stolen resources. and stolen resources that you did not work for can be used to destroy a state. That is what we don't know. What these three people are doing now, and they are all gagged, they will now move to do what? To follow APC. And when these three power comes in there, they will gag it, and when APC will rig, they will close their eyes because they want to fight against their fellow brother in PDP that does not respect them. That is what they will do. They will close their eye and help them to rig, and APC will be installed majestically as the winner. Nothing will go do. If you like, destroy the whole Edo state. That law will stand. Do you have the judiciary? No. Do you have the federal court? No. Do you have the Supreme Court? No. Now we are going that way. We have seen it. All of us that are not in that party, now we have to come together and reconcile together and look at the LP, look at other parties and harness our potentials and look at it and have the formidable force. And Dr. Jonathan said one thing. I'm giving you a doctor. Yes, I'm giving you a great economist. Dr. Jonathan said one thing. He said it is not left for the leaders of LP, that the gubernatorial aspirant, to come out and speak so that reconciliation will be perfected and solidified with those that have quarreled among themselves because they were in this party and move out to other new parties. They should reconcile and make it from. And that is right. That is right. We are fighting for the soul of Edo State. These people, APC and PDP, they will take this thing. I have said it. You cannot separate the man from the party, because if his ID contradict the party, he will be impeached. It has been done before now. It happened to Orbih now. It happened to so many governors in Nigeria. Immediately they were against the party ID, they were impeached. Trouble happened. The state was in chaos. That is the same thing we are not looking into in Edo State. Everybody is shouting Aswe, Aswe. Do you think Aswe will do contrary to what PDP laid down? If he tries to impeach him, when they impeach him, all of us will sit down. Are we not going to be Edo to suffer it? We'll be there to suffer it. When he came to say, I will continue with what my predecessor did, it is continuing because he's going to be loyal to the idea of PDP. Even if you want to deviate, he will just take it to make a political gain and stay on the seat and lay it to campaign. And we always say, oh, he tries small, at least he get 10%. That is all. That is the platform will be until Nigeria ends. That is what will be. We are not ready to define where we are going to. Look at Kenya. I will justify Kenya issue. Look at Kenya. A lady walked onto the police, said, if you put me in jail, I will do it all over, all over, all over. Again, she said it 3 times. A lady. That is the power, the force of a woman. The men were there. They were throwing tear gas. They hold the tear gas and they were throwing it back at the police. They are still on the street as I am talking. That is people that want to take their destiny. You cannot move abroad as a president. After coming back, you increase it. What the president of Kenya went to do is to seek for loan. And how is he going to get the loan? They gave him a condition. He went back to his country and do what? Raise taxes. And do you know that this thing has happened to us before? During Babangida time. It has happened to us. During all the military, it happened to us. Each time they want to go and take loan, even now, each time they want to go and take loan, they will bring something that will bite the state. The people that own the sovereignty, they will bring something that will bite us down and make us more impoverished. And that is what is happening because Nigeria has succeeded at making Nigeria an example to any president from Africa that comes. Look at what Nigeria is doing. Do it. Nothing will happen. But the Kenya people are ready and Nigeria are ready to do it. That is why I say there are 5 faces. There are faces. And the last faces will undergo. It's when Nigeria start moving from Nigeria to Ghana, immigrating to Ghana. That is when it will demon every one of us that we need to come out in a very strong form and take it. You don't need any formula. There's no postulate that said it must be done this way. You must all come out to take it.
Seconds to go, please.
I want to say to every one of us, what our guy is saying that those who don't criticize Tinubu but criticize my son.
Okay, I think his system has logged him out. Can everyone hear me, please? Good evening. Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay, I think his system has logged him out. Okay, good evening to all the panelists. Good evening to Mommy Diaspora, and of course
Now,
those on the comment
they
section.
are feeling the effect and giving back to the society. God bless you,
Yeah.
madam, and God bless Nigerians, and God bless every patriot that will come out to say the truth. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Good evening to all the comment section people. Please click on the like button, the thumbs up, and also share the link. Share the link so that our voices will go far and near. And click on also the dollar sign to buy Mr. Elvis a cup of coffee, and subscribe to our channel, to the channel, so that you'll be a member. And then there's a bell sign on the side there. Click on that bell sign as well, so that you'll be one of the first to be notified when Mr. Elvis comes online. So thank you so much in advance um, for doing that. Yes, PDP drive out Philip Shaibu. Well, I saw it coming. I saw it coming already because um, he actually came out to openly support. He said he was defecting to APC. Please, I bet everybody's hearing me. I just want to be sure. No, nobody can hear me.
We are hearing you. I'm hearing you.
Okay. We are hearing you. Okay, thank you. So he defected to APC already. So they having to drive him out. Well, I don't know because PDP didn't do the same. They didn't treat the same. Treat what's it called? Wike the same way. So, but maybe his own case was different because he openly supported, said he was supporting this Monday Okpebolo now, and it's at the heat of the election season. So maybe that's why they are very bittered and they decide to take these drastic actions. But I believe all of them, they are used to this jumping here, jumping there because they don't have a vision. And without a vision, the people are destroyed. And that's why you see Nigeria in the quagmire and in the woods that they have been in years. And yet, not to find a good shepherd that can take them out. So it's not surprising that this is happening there. Then the Eedris, yes, Eedris is one of the musicians that I kind of respect because it's not doing his music because of just the money, but it's speaking to the societal problems that Nigerians are facing. So I love the fact that he sang this he released this new song, which really capture the whole scenario of what is going on in Nigeria. And the GMOs, these are genetically modified organisms that the GMO seeds that they have decided to bring to Africa, particularly, I would say now Nigeria. If I narrow it down, it's not just Nigeria, it's Africa as a whole. This is what we say, that the leaders in our continent, they are not versatile, they are not knowledgeable, they are not they don't read enough, or they don't expose themselves enough to learn, to information, to key informations. They don't have that time. They are busy running after shadows and passing the written that behind. you know, because I don't know of any child, even in Western Europe or where a developed country, that doesn't know about these GMOs and the damage they are causing today. You know, so for we to be, for the leaders now to be signing all these things into law for people to use GMO seeds, where are they coming from? Are they just waking up? Do they even exist? Or they are just living? Because I think to exist means you are in tandem with the happening around you. You know, you know what is going on, you know, on a daily basis. The advancements, you know, in every aspect of human lives, whether it be in science, in, you know, in technology, in agriculture, you know, in arts, in music, everything about humanity. You're supposed to be knowledgeable. You're supposed to equip yourself with the now information, not the past information. And if you're a leader, you are not having such passion to be knowledgeable, you know, you don't take everything as face you know, value. If somebody, if as a leader, if somebody bring an idea to you, or he comes provide you with a deal or whatever he wants to provide, I think it's a deal. You do diligence to go and do your own research to find out what is this all about. You don't just go and be signing and, you know, when they come with a good clothed grammar, deception, full of deception, good clothed grammar, you know, they use it to come and deceive you, and then you buy it, and now you sell it to your people, and then they. So what is all this? The GMOs, they are not only in seed, not only in agricultural seed, also everything about humans, everything about organism. It could be meat, it could be cow, it could be chicken, it could be goat, whatever. You know, so it's not about corn and cassava and plantain only. You know, so these are the problems. So we need to. I don't understand why this so-called ruiners. They will not learn, and they will not allow people that are learned, or people that are you know, that are able to, you know what is the now information, where the world is going, the direction and things that are happening in the world. They will not let those lead. That's the problem. Because, you know, it's not about how many degrees you have in university. It's not about that. It's about you having to understand the now information, which is what is going on. These people that come out in the name of philanthropies, people that this private whatever partnership, you know, with governmental the governmental bodies, public-private partnership. What does it mean? You know, they need to be able to define what that means. Public-private partnership. What does it mean? You know, but they don't have any idea. Okay, look at Dangote now. They are making Dangote the sole person to give food to Nigerians. They've monopolized it. Dangote is now the lord of everything in Nigeria. So, which means the life of Nigeria now are now in Dangote's hand. That's what it means, and that's dangerous for anybody or any family or nation to hand over everything about their life on one man's hand. How? They should allow, you know, free markets. Competition is good. It's not always bad. It's not always negative competition. In fact, competition drive down, you know, the what they call the price. Because if it's only Dangote selling whatever he's selling, is what he gives, the price that he puts that you will buy. And now he's being used by these people to destroy Nigeria, because he's having these farms. He's involved with these farms, the GMO farms. So, and who are the people that these farms will affect? Is Nigeria, because they are the one to buy it. Okay, Mr. Eedris also showed another film, another video about the cows that were eating all those GMO corns. Okay, who will that cow? Who will eat that? Where will those GMO corns that those cows are eating? Okay, now they've gone there to destroy the corns. Fine. Okay, but the cows are eating those corns. Which organism will now eat the cow? The cows that were eating those stuff, which organism will now eat those cows? That will determine where that GMO poison, where it will end. It's still on the human body, which is in the body of Nigerians. So I don't know. So we need to. This is why our voices need to go wide and near today. Please, if you are just joining.
Madam Patricia, can I ask you a question? Those corn that the cow, the Fulani were cutting, were they GMOs planted corn?
Yes, I think I heard Mr. Evie said that they said they are destroyed because they
don't know. He said
they
wrote it there, but we don't know.
Hold on. Let me come in.
There, but we don't know.
Hold on. Those corns are organic. They are not the GMO. But the problem is, after the cow have destroyed it, they will only replace it with the GMOs. That one bad thing about the GMO is you can't plant any other thing on it. Each time you plant GMO seed in any ground, that will be it. You can't plant the organic one again on it. It will not grow again. So that's why Nigeria doesn't even understand. Many countries that adopted this GMO have banned it in their country, and Nigeria is welcoming it.
You understand? So it's a terrible state. It's a terrible state. And that's why everybody on this platform, on this channel today, please, press on the like button, share it, call your people, let them, connect so that they will hear. Because it's very important. This thing is causing cancer. It's causing a lot of sicknesses. It's been said that these GMOs, they are no go area at all. Whether it's in the meat, whether it's in the eggs, whatever it is, as long as it's not organic, run away from them. Pay a little bit more for the organic one and know that, yes, you will not have to spend money on medication and also the pains to be, that one will be in when they are being affected with these poisons. So please, my people, do yourself the good and do your families the good to educate them about these GMOs, seeds. They should not take it. And even these so-called ruiners, I don't know where they are coming from, because they are only concerned about the money. They don't care about people. Because if you really care about people, I don't think you will do most of the things they have been doing. They will not do it. But they forget that when they manage to finish Nigerians, they will not have anybody else to govern. That's one thing. And they are not looking at that side yet. But God will definitely protect and defend Nigerians. God will protect the poor. God will fight for the one that cannot fight. He will fight and deliver Nigeria from every one of their plots. In the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Yes, so I will leave it there. I will call Madam Rita to please talk to us. Good evening again.
Thank you very much, Madam Patricia. Good evening. Good evening to everyone in the panel. My darling Mommy Diaspora, Obuta, Mr. Elvis, greetings to you, sir. Happy Friday and happy weekend. Yes, Mr. Elvis, speaking about the black soup, I don't think you want me to show my black soup because everybody will be converted, including those who eat okra soup and egusi.
I bet show him. I bet show him.
Madam Patricia, you like foods. Yes, I think I came in when Mr. Emata was speaking. I didn't watch the other videos. I guess maybe I might not even speak about them, but for the past couple of days, I've just been thinking about like what is really going on. This is a very special time to be alive because I'm thinking as far back as 1999. I don't think anybody who ever thought that politics would be played this way in Nigeria, where you can be in a party, a political party, and you can swing you can swing to the other party and still claim that you belong to the party you belong to. It's just it's crazy. When I talk about Nigeria being mad, yes, Nigeria is mad. The style of politicking is also mad. Going down to Edo State, the way politics is being played in Edo State, it's really appalling. I never grew up to see politics being played, and Governor Baseki is the seed. Governor Baseki, I think, is the seed of where we are today. Why did I say that? He was in APC as an APC governor, and from his claims that he was being intimidated, Edo people, well, not all Edo people, because I didn't support him in 2020. Majority of Edo people, supported him and said, you know what, nobody can intimidate anybody. He's not allowed in Edo State. And they supported him, and he knew very well, I knew he was disguising. Like, hey, I'm just an orphan. Nobody loves me. This is what these big goons are doing. I'm just like a chihuahua in the midst of bulldogs. And everybody, when there was an uprising, and they supported him. Going forward, now time has come this is 2024, for an election, gubernatorial election. What has he done? Out of desperation, what has he done? He has messed up the political cycle that I have never ever seen in Edo State. Never. And it's sad. It's not a thing of pleasure to be happy. They say, oh yeah, this is going on. It's not. It's not. And this is not World War III. It's not. So that's why I feel very sad. That is this what we have come to? Now you infiltrate people into the Labour Party just to mess up that party and just to work on the minds of many gullible Edo people, which has worked. But someone like me, I'm here to tell you the truth so that that psyche of deceit will be removed by the special grace of God. It's not by my power. But I kid you not, that psyche that he used in 2020 is what is playing now, but now is different because he has seen he wants to capitalize. I mean, he has a penchant for doing that anyway, capitalizing on other people's successes. He has capitalized on the success of the Labour Party by virtue of Peter Orbih, and he has not decided because he knows that he didn't do well in Edo State. He knows that there's a lot of factions in the PDP. He knows that, okay, something is coming with his former deputy and obviously the Dan Orbih faction. So he said, okay, where will I pitch my tent so that I can confuse the people and divide the votes of the Labour Party? And that's why Mr. Emata confidently said he wanted to put his people in Labour Party. But however, everybody listen very well. The fact that Governor Baseki was infiltrating people to go under the Labour Party for the elections, it doesn't mean that Governor Baseki had the leadership of the Labour Party. Let us get it straight. What would happen there is money would exchange hands. This is not allegedly. That's how politics is. At least in Nigeria, I know. Money would exchange hands, and he will sponsor these people. Say, go into that party. Let us see if I can galvanize some votes from there, because I know that in 2024, I know that I'm not in the good eyes of majority of Edo people. So let me see if I can garner some votes then. So now you see what's playing out now. You see billboards and social media rats all over saying obedience for the PDP the anointed candidate of Governor Baseki. You see the psyche? He's very good at that. People who are very manipulative, if you do not understand it, perhaps you just pray that someone like me will try to make you understand. What is the bottom line? It does not give a rat's behind about you guys. He's trying to save himself. So he has to put somebody there by any means, in uppercase letter, any means, even if I remove the deputy governor, I remove who I need to remove from any position and put my person, even if it means infiltrating any other party that is willing to sell out, or infiltrating my boys and girls into every single party just to garner votes. That's just his aim. It's not that he cares about the economic policies or the economic development of Edo State. Yes, I'm saying it confidently. He doesn't care. And that is the main point. And that is, Governor Obaseki knows he cannot control Olumide Akpata. He knows very well. And there's something some people were saying earlier on, although they've stopped saying it, like, oh, he's related to Olumide Akpata. Thank God for Mr. Olumide Akpata. He came here and explained the relationship. And also, if you listen to Shaibu's comments, I think a few days ago, when he talked about the two candidates, when he talked about this, he talked about the APC candidate and he talked about the Labour candidate. Shaibu, who is an inner caucus, if even Mr. Emata, if Governor Obaseki has some ties politically with Olumide Akpata, Mr. Andrew Emata will have said it. Shaibu will have said it. And but the fact that Shaibu will mention these two candidates, it tells you already that Governor Obaseki has no influence in Olumide Akpata. That has squashed anybody coming here to say that or reason that or trying to put it out there to the gullible people who can't really think in depth. It is very sad that politics is this is what they call dirty politics. Governor Obaseki is playing dirty politics and he's doing it in public because he is desperate. Yes, Governor Obaseki is desperate. However, I can say confidently that Olumide Akpata will be the choice because Edo people, you see what is happening with PDP and APC, and you see swingers swinging like a pendulum, going from one party to the other. What does that tell you? The ideology of even the party that they represent, they don't even follow it. It's all about me, myself, and I, because politics in Nigeria, we are not practicing democracy anyway, just in case you guys know. It's just written in paper, but what we are practicing is not democracy because Nigeria is not even a nation. So everybody is dog eat dog. It is my way. I will get to the top. When I get to the top, I have these powers by the useless constitution. I will do what I will do and nobody will say anything or do anything. And that's what's been happening over the years. So right now, I'm telling Edo people, please don't vote for APC and PDP. Please. They are using you guys to play a game. Try Labour Party, try something new. Disgrace these two parties. That listen, you guys cannot be playing, using us to play what they call panya, up and down. Don't allow it. Don't allow it. Thank you very much, Madam Patricia. God bless Edo State.
Amen. But Madam Rita, I want to disagree with you saying that Olumide Akpata was neutral to this whole thing from Obaseki. I believe
those were not my words. Those were not my words. I didn't say he was neutral. I said he was not somebody that was planted by Governor Obaseki. Like that's what the rumor was then. But so you're saying something different, which I didn't say.
That's what I'm saying. You say it's not somebody that was planted by Governor Obaseki.
Yes, yes.
But I am categorically saying that he was planted by Governor
He
Obaseki.
was not, Madam Patricia, and I can prove it. And I just gave you two examples.
Yes,
when Mr. Emata was speaking, he talked about how. No, listen. No, listen, because we need to get things straight. People are listening. Because when Mr. Please, can you just listen to me, ma? I know my time is over, but you're saying something that is not correct. Madam Patricia, you are saying something that is incorrect, and I'm there to correct that.
Planted people already, 20 people.
But he didn't plant. No, listen. Madam Patricia, you cannot land because what you're about to say it's not correct.
I will land because I'm the one moderating today.
You're moderating, but you are giving people the wrong information. And I'm trying to give you the proof that the information is wrong.
You are also saying.
Don't say I don't know. Listen, you have just gotten information from two key members, people that were in the cabinet.
I'm saying allegedly.
Oh my goodness. I'm not even alleging because it's not even true.
No,
Madam Patricia, can you give me 10 seconds, please?
I will allege, please. No, don't come
Madam
in.
Patricia, 10 seconds.
Patricia,
you are moderating now.
Madam Patricia, it's wrong to allege something that is not true.
You cannot just come here and say this as though you are sure of it. So you say you allege. You don't say it's not affiliated.
For now, I can confidently say that because two key persons in that were working with
but we
Obaseki,
know that they all
Deputy
lie. We
Governor
know they all lie. We know they all lie. They lie.
Anita, let me
However
say
you say
something
they
on this
lie,
issue.
but I'm going by what
They
they
all
said.
lie. So we
We
cannot
are
really
not
take their
stupid
word
here.
for
We all
it.
understand
Madam
this game.
Patricia, let us talk now.
That's the conclusion. You know, Black Panther, please don't make the place rowdy. Yeah.
No, you
Don't
are
please.
making the place. Why you say I'm making the place
No,
rowdy when
you
you
are
are
the one
doing
making
it?
the place rowdy, Black Panther. You are the one.
Let
I
people
am
talk
talking.
now.
I'm
If they want
talking
to talk.
Madam Patricia. Don't make it rowdy, please.
You are Madam Patricia. It's between
Yeah,
all
you
of us.
respect the rules. You are not invited in this. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking
I'm
to
not invited in this.
Madam Rita, and she's here to respond. She can speak.
Invited in this.
You are not invited.
Patricia,
You are not
I'm not
invited.
invited.
If you have a word to say,
Madam
you
Patricia,
wait. Don't make the place rowdy.
Mr. Najawash, Mr. Najawash, please, I want to say one thing. Let me say it. I need to say it.
You can say what you
I want to talk for 10 seconds and I want to talk to you.
Because you can't talk to me
let me
like
say
that.
this word. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the the owner of this channel.
Yes,
Mr.
but you
Najawash.
wait when he comes. He will come. We will come.
It will 10 seconds. I need to say it now.
You don't need to say it now. You can wait.
I need to say it now. I want to address Naija Watch.
You can't address Naija Watch now because why?
You're trying to take work from me. I'm not fighting with you.
I'm not finished what I was trying to tell Madam Rita. I'm not finished, so you cannot take the floor.
What you are trying to tell Madam Rita, finish it. Finish it. What you are trying to say, and I'll say speak my own.
Finish with it. So what I'm trying to say is that you cannot just say that because you get from she got from two sources that Olumide is not connected, it's not being planted into Labour Party by Obaseki. You cannot be that sure that is the truth, because Obaseki, as we now know, he funded 20 people. No wonder the Labour Party people in the House of Reps and House of Representatives of the Senate, they are not performing. And now we know the reason why they are not performing. Because why? They were sponsored. And now we have this person that came through the window into the Labour Party, and you are telling me I should be quiet. That yes, somebody said it's not being sponsored, but they are from the same local government. Is that not something for we to raise an eyebrow? Is that not something for we to raise an eyebrow? So please, let's be honest to ourselves. We should be honest to ourselves in a way that
No, let me finish. I'm next for you to talk. I will talk after this speech. She has finished.
These things raise an eyebrow, and we must question it.
No. I want to address Mr. Naija Watch.
You're not the next person. You're not the next person.
I want to address Mr. Naija Watch.
Yes, you are not. It's not your turn. You cannot address anybody.
Madam Patricia,
so
you cannot stamp on people's rights.
Mr. Jonathan,
please address 10 seconds. 10 seconds.
You are not getting that 10 seconds for now. You are not getting it now. You wait. Black Panther, Mr. Jonathan, please come through for us. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. I think this one will be sorted out. This is a non-issue. See, I greet everyone today. Mr. Elvis, I greet you once again. Thank you for the good work you are doing. God bless you. I greet all my fellow panelists. I greet you all and those on the comment section. I greet everyone. Thank you and welcome. I just want to start on this GMO, genetically modified organism. It's a serious problem. It's a serious one. Nigeria is facing an existential threat as we speak with this food crisis, and the government continue to pay lip service to it. This is a serious problem. To now add salt to injury, we have politicians that are not knowledgeable. I will agree to that. I believe it was Madam Patricia who alluded to that earlier. We have politicians in Nigeria. They are not knowledgeable. Somebody said earlier, one of the callers, or the first or the second guy, talked about facts. And I wanted to make a comment there. Let me quickly say this on that one. When we talk about facts is not constant. It is truth that is constant. Facts can change. So when somebody comes here and says this is a fact, and I'll give an example. today, I will not give example of yesterday or today, just few moments ago, the anchor here, Mr. Eedris presented the depth of Nigeria. And if I now say, because of that development, I can say that it is a fact that Nigeria is in economic crisis. I can say to a fact that the Nigerian government are crooked. I can say to a fact, it is a fact, because you cannot tell me that the government from January 2024 to date have borrowed close to $10 billion. Where is $10 billion in Nigeria today? Can you point to it? Where is $10 billion in the Nigerian economy today? Where is $10 billion in Nigerian businesses today? So if I now say that the government is wasteful, if I say that the government is corrupt, it's a fact. Based on information that are publicly readily available, it's a fact. It can change tomorrow. So fact is not constant. Truth is constant. So when we say yes, something to a fact, we're saying it based on development, based on the things that are there. So nobody is just coming here, at least I can speak for myself, I don't just come here just to say things that are not facts. I say it based on the happenings, the events, the numbers that are available. So I'll go back. That is why I quickly say that, because when I now say, I'm saying it to a fact that Nigerian politicians are not knowledgeable enough. Most of them, if not all of them, they are not knowledgeable enough. They don't read. It's a fact. If they are knowledgeable enough and they read, there is no way on earth they will even entertain a bill on the floor of Nigerian legislature for genetically modified organism. It's not going to happen. They are not knowledgeable enough. Because if they are knowledgeable enough, they will know that this can't happen in Nigeria. And it's not a crime if you are not knowledgeable enough. It's not crime if you don't read. However, you can employ the services of knowledgeable people. Researchers, assistants, that's what lawmakers, that's what they do. They will employ people, but they claim to employ these people, but the people they are employing are even worse off because it is based on tribal sentiment. They have assistants, they will say they have assistant people that cannot read, people that have no knowledge. Lawmakers go to the extent of even employing consultants on a specific subject matter to research it for them. There is no way somebody can tell me that the Nigerian legislatures are knowledgeable. In 2024, 21st century, want to put Nigeria into GMO products that the National Institute of Health in the United States of America have stated in their last report on genetically modified food that the consumption of this genetically engineered food causes diseases. They said it causes diseases that are not which are immune to antibiotics. Specifically, yes, I'm quoting them. That's what they said. They are immune to antibiotics. And they went further. They said that not much is known about GMOs. Therefore, the FDA in the United States have stopped approval for GMO. They put an embargo on it because, again, not much is known. And yet, the Nigerian legislature went ahead to pass a legislation on that. We are in crisis. That's why I said the food problem in Nigeria is an existential threat to Nigeria. It is. It will buy Nigeria if care is not taken, if they don't start doing the needful right now. I mean, from yesterday. These are facts. How would in 2024, 21st century, If you have been reading anything at all about GMO in the last decade, just the last decade alone, you will know that it is not. It is not. On top of it, we don't even have good medical system. How will people survive? If we start seeing the backlash of this rubbish in the next 5, 6, 7, or 10 years from now. So they should hear this and they should just do the needful and stop this. And I'm glad that at least they brought this out today. Yeah, I'm really glad about that. And I want to talk, on the issue of Edo State, Philip Shaibu expelled from PDP. See, there is no order in Nigeria. There's no order. There's no standard, especially within the Nigerian political parties. There is no standard. And if you narrow it down, within PDP and APC, those people don't have standard. They don't have order at all. It is what is convenient for them at the moment that they will do, and they will politicize it, and they will use power, they will use money to shovel it down the throat of people, and they will want to make it as the order of the day. It is not. We all know the history of Wike. He's a member of PDP. Today, they have no guts. They dare not.
30 seconds left.
They dare not fire Wike. He's there in that party. If you call what Shaibu is doing or has done in Edo State as anti-party, then perhaps what Wike has done or is currently doing is anti-party 3.0. So that's why I said there is no standard at all whatsoever in Nigeria. So thank you very much. I'll leave it at that for now. If I have time in the next segment, I'll talk about the depth profile of Nigeria. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thanks to everyone.
Please, Madam
Yes.
Patricia, I don't know who is next, but if they could allow me, I needed to attend to something. Let me give my own submission. I don't know. Please, I plead.
Okay. Let me talk. Let me ask Mr. Abdul Malik. Okay, Mr. Abdul Malik.
Yes,
please,
allow him to talk. Allow him.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay.
Actually,
Good evening, Mr. Dr. CM. Yes. Speak to us.
yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much, everybody. Please, I greet you all. Those listening and those on the panel, all protocols, please duly observe. Actually, yes, I'm really happy. Apart from, I know Edo election is a recurring decimal. We discuss it every day. I mean, we still have the whole of July, August. So any day I fail to comment on it, just know that there are more. There are still up to 60 days left. So, but for this GM crop, what they show they are destroying. You see, the problem with Nigeria is that, like Jonathan said, let me just reinforce what he said. Illiterates are in charge of Nigeria. It's as simple as that, from beginning to the end. You see, you do not need to know everything. As a legislator, it's not you can't know, can't have, even the field you say you study that maybe first degree, you don't know much. Not to talk of knowing. Knowledge is like the way you look at the sky. But what the good thing about something, the good thing about it all is that as a legislature, if this is what you want to debate, you don't have anything about it. All you need to do is the Senate leadership or whatever, we just at the tap of a button, or maybe whatever it is, tell the secretary or whoever, please get us the number to the National University Commission that controls all the universities in Nigeria, all the research centers. You tell the person, say, we need to see the director. Come say, can you give us Nigerian professor, because they have their index or indices. Give us the people that are active, that know something from this, because it's called biotechnology. That's what we are discussing here. Then we tell you, if you go to ABU or Uniben or Uniport or Futa Akure or Futo Were or Imina or Lagos or Ibadan, these are the names. You summon those professors. They will come to the house because it's a duty you are doing for your country. You want to know. You tell them, let them tell you the negative effect, not the good side though. But if they tell you there's nothing, no negative, then you know that everything is good. But you tell them what is the negative. And when, let me tell people, have you what it means? The negative is much outweighs the positive. The positive is just that maybe you have food in abundance to fill your stomach. But in terms of a genetic modification that comes with it, you can imagine a disease that is resistant to microorganisms. You can't cure them. Nobody knows, and they're experimenting it on us because of science. There's a limit to which you could go. You see, because science has a limit, they wanted to manufacture human blood. After manufacturing it, it was given only one blood group, which is wrong. All of us here, 10 or 9 of us, we may have different blood groups. Some, you cannot have the same. But the one they synthesized and everything, the gene, it didn't work. So there's a limit to science to that extent. So what they are trying to do is a very dangerous science they are trying to bring to Nigeria. And Nigeria should, in a simple language, reject it. The branch of biotechnology that it concerns is called gene cloning. When you clone gene, what you are trying to do is you want to take an advantage of what you want to remove the disadvantage. That disadvantage has effect you want to remove. So if you want to clone one type of thing, it would have been better. Why America led the war that they should not clone human being was, for every Bill Gates, every genus you clone, if at all Bill Gates is a genus, and let me just put it like that. For every genus you clone, somebody will go and clone Saddam Hussein or Hitler, and it will still going to disturb the world again. So that's why they stopped. When in agriculture, which is where we're talking, this book, I did a course on biotechnology as part of my postgraduate studies. It's called, if you look at it here, it said gene cloning in agriculture. I don't know whether it's coming out well. It's not, but it's saying gene cloning in agriculture.
No.
That's what they're doing. Gene cloning in agriculture. So chapter 40 is very bad. Because what we are trying to do is that if you buy a tomato, fresh tomato, say from anywhere market in Nigeria, you keep it. If you fail to use it after a while, you see it getting rotten and smelling. That is natural. But the cloned one will be there for the next 6 months. It's still as red as blood. If you touch it, still strong. It can never go soft. That is not good. That is the meaning of cloning, because when they are trying to do it, manipulate it genetically, the gene, there's gene in plant, there's gene in animals too, like man, like human being. So what they are trying to do is that they make the tomato that it can never rotten, such that even if you have your tomato 6 months, it's still on the table, nothing will happen. Banana, the same, everything. Apple, orange. If they try it, that is the end. That is the
sorry, and Mr. Dr. CM, and also the bugs are running away from them.
That is the thing. Now it cannot go wrong.
Because the bugs know that if they eat it, they will die.
What makes a tomato rotten? Is it not bacteria and then this thing that will be going to? Okay, you can imagine banana. If you keep banana, maybe you get a banana, it's not pure yellow. Some are tight and still green, and you are waiting for it to ripen, maybe a day or two, you eat it. Then when it goes yellow, the skin, which is now fresh banana, you want to eat it. After a while, if you fail to eat it, will start to turn brown and then go soft, and then the odor will make you to say, let me throw away this banana. But this one will remain like that 24 for the next how many months? Because it's like that. So they've sort of manipulated it and then planted it in the soil. So there are a lot of things that you don't know. So when it now goes into the system, into your body, it's going to cause havoc. Is going to, first of all, by simple immunology, it comes in as an antigen that will stimulate an antibody that the body hasn't recognized before. So what you are now trying to do is that the person will, you see, this will lead to certain things again. Said, how can we manufacture a drug that can cure this? You can't, because it's not natural. You cannot, because that will not be it. He said, this person is suffering from this. All the drugs we have used, we haven't known. So let us see if we can manufacture drug to cure it before talking of vaccine. Just like Corona came, There has never been corona before, like they said. So the people, the world, we are frantic looking for pharmaceuticals who can give us a vaccine against it, so that you can vaccinate people to protect, to give them immunity or protection. So this genetically modified, this is what a specialist in biotechnology. There are courses in Nigeria do it. So I've seen universities in Nigeria, Department of Microbiology and Biotechnology. This is where you call them. They will tell you what I'm explaining here. I'm just cutting it short. If you see the way this is, because they will do it in the lab, manufacture it in the lab, and then clone it, do everything, modify the gene. That's what they call genetically modified. So you modify something. It's like your car. Or the door to your house. You want to modify it. Say, let me shorten it or expand it. You are not doing it originally. That's to deform it from what it used to be. So this is the type of thing they're doing. And when you are doing this, your only ambition is to achieve one thing. Say if it is tomato, I don't want this tomato to rotten. I want tomato to be pure red. Damn, since tomato cannot rot, it cannot be damaged because of not being stored very well. Have you thought about the effect of that thing? Because nature has made it that if you did not eat it, it gets rotten. If you eat it rotten, then you see the effect. You might even be running stomach, or you say that this, something like that. But in this case, all they want is to package it. And this, let me tell you, this is an experiment too. They transfer it to Africa. When you start developing what type of illness, they will not check. Say, since it cannot be this thing, somebody told me it's just population control. I don't know. But let me just leave it here. Somebody say it could be a long-term population control,
But
natural
it is,
selection.
it is.
So you see, that is why this is very, very important. I agree with Jonathan. Our legislators are illiterates. They don't know what to do. Or they talk of how to buy expensive car bribe. But this is what you should do to the country. Do you know that during COVID-19, the vaccine that they sent to Zambia, in Africa, near Zimbabwe, Zambia, the Minister for Health said it's not that they are rejecting the vaccine, but Zambian scientists must certify that it is good before they will use it on their people. That is patriotism. That is the type of thing we want. They were forced. He said, no, you bring it. They subject it to their own test.
30
Thank you.
seconds.
So when they now check all this type of thing before they now do it. So on this note, let me round up by saying, please, Nigerian government, have nothing to do with genetically modified crops. Please, it's not good. It's called gene cloning. Gene cloning, plant has their genes. God has made it the way it is. That's why it could grow. By the time you bring tomato and modify it, tomato will be pure red, very strong. Even if you eat it, it might not be the real tomato again, but it will be like tomato. That's why they say if it's not Panadol, it can never ever be Panadol. So on this note, they should just reject GM crop. The worst we could do is we do our modern farming. We can grow yam in bags, that is natural, but for us to go and because of hunger and get a genetically modified crop, that is population what is it called? I don't know, population control in disguise, and we may not know what it will give us in terms of disease. Thank you very much. Let me stop here. I get back again. Thank you, Abdul. Thank you, Madam Patricia, for the time. Thank
Thank you, Dr. CN. Please do come back as soon as you get through, okay? We are expecting you back. Thank you. Yes, and also I want to also lend my voice to the fact that they say, okay, Nigeria is suffering from hunger. They want food. They are begging for food, or they want to donate food. Listen, if they are bringing food to you from these quarters, and you know the people I'm talking about, from people that have enslaved your people, your ancestors, and they are still continuing to do it, please reject those food. My Nigerian people, if the government decide to bring it, don't even give it to your dogs or your cats. Throw them away. Don't eat them. Okay? That's my advice to you. Because nobody gives any free thing from this place. They are not. If they give you one, they will collect 1,000. So you have to be wise. Thank you so much. Let me call on, now, Mr. Abdul Malik, come through for us. Good evening and welcome to the channel.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. Good evening. You see, our government, they don't know what they are doing. This organic 101 GMOs is a very bad news to Nigeria because we don't have the scientists to tackle such things. They should not approve it because most of the European or Western world, those are the food they are eating. They don't have natural food. But what is helping them is that they have the scientists to fight it. That is the reason why it's not really affect them. But we African, we don't have anything. There is no hospital, nothing, no scientists to do this to us. They should not accept this. It's very bad. Yeah, they don't know what they are doing in that government. I always say this. How can you approve a GMO, which is we have natural food, we can grow natural food. Just because our bandits, insecurity, we can no longer go to farm. We want to approve a nonsense something, which is because it's like somebody is pushing them. That is what I see. Understand? Somebody is using this our government to do what they don't supposed to do, but they are fooled. They don't know what they are doing. That's why someone is controlling them from somewhere.
That's
We don't.
somebody, Mr. Abdul Malik. That's somebody that is pushing them. It's called either the hand in the gloves or the deep states. They are called the deep states.
Yeah, that is the reason why, because they should not accept it, because Africa, the only thing what I see there is that they want to use it to reduce the population of Africa. That is what they want to do. But our government, they don't have that IQ to know, to discover it, to understand. It's very bad because this organic 101 geomed, this is what they are using in the Western world. Most of the food they are eating is not natural because it's a preservative. It's not natural food. But we Africa, we have natural food. We eat natural food. That's why you don't see many sickness in Africa. But in Europe, Western world, you see different type of sickness. Just because of they have scientists, what they can use to fight it. That's why it's not to affect them. But we Africa, we don't have such scientists to fight those kind of sickness. Understand? They should not allow them to approve it because it's very bad for it's a very bad news. Very, very bad news because it's not good. It causes it destroys many things in the body. Yes, you can never be the same because it's not natural food, presentative, understand? It's not good food. We need to fight so that all the voice will be heard, so that they will not approve it. It's not good for us. I don't know what they are doing in that House of Assembly. They don't know what they are doing. They are just there. I don't really understand the type of people are leading Nigeria. How can you tell me somebody somewhere is controlling you for your country just because of you don't have brain, or you don't have sense, or you are not wise, and you say you are independent on your own? How can you be dependent? Somebody is controlling for somewhere. Imagine. We have what it takes to make sure our people to go back to farm, but you cannot fight insecurity. You are borrowing money for how many almost 1 year now. We don't see what you do with this money. It's common, insecurity is common, but you cannot fight it just because of bad government and looters. All that is all they are climbing for. They don't mean well for Nigeria people. You want to approve this Organic 101 is a GMO. It's very bad for Nigeria people because Nigeria, Africa, they are poor. How can they go to somebody that he has never eaten before? How can he go to hospital? Yes, they should not allow them to accept that. It's very bad. It's bad news. It's not good. That is what we are seeing in Europe, in Western Europe. You see food, they're preservative. But you will see, but you buy banana, you can put banana like how many weeks? The banana will still remain as banana because it's not natural. Even tomato, the same thing. But we Africa, we don't accept that because we have natural land, which is a fertile land that we can farm, give us natural food. Just because our government now, they want to accept this. How? You see what I used to say this. We have talked everything on air. The people on ground, they need to finish everything. That is what we need now. Because without the practical, it can never be done. We have do our theory, understand? We are still doing our theory, but we must do the practical work, which is on ground work. They need to finish everything so that everything will be all right. Without that, they can nothing will be changed in that country. It will remain same. Look at bad news. They want to sign this bill. How? Because of there are people, their family are living abroad. They can travel their family to abroad to go and take treatment. The poor people in Nigeria, they cannot do that. How can they survive if they approve this? How? How the poor people survive? Somebody that has never eaten or cannot pay school fees for a child, how can he survive for different type of sickness? He cannot. They don't know what they are doing in that Nigeria. They are just there. It's just like game. They are just there playing Nigeria people game. That is what I say. But before this thing will be changed, they need to do something wonderful so that they will know something is happening. But without that, nothing will change. It will remain the same. I come to this PDP, PDP that they drive.
30 seconds left.
Okay, PDP that they drive Shaibu and Dan Orbih. You see that one, because Shaibu and Dan Orbih, they are from Edo North. They have population in Edo North. That one will reduce their vote in Edo North. Probably they don't have any advantage to win the governorship election in Edo State. Yes. The other thing I want to talk is this. Please, I want to beg everybody in this panel. We need to learn how to talk to each other, because sometimes we use some words which we don't supposed to use. We are all mother and father in this place. Let us not use some bad words to somebody. It's very bad. It's not good. Let us respect ourselves. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Abdul Malik, for your brilliant submission. Thank you. I just want to say a shout out to those that are joining us, just joined us. If you just joined us, welcome to the channel. Please like and share. Click on the the thumbs up button. Subscribe. Click on the button to subscribe to the channel. The bell as well. Press the bell so that you'll be one of those to be notified once Mr. Eedris comes on board. And of course, lastly, the dollar sign, very, very important. The laborer is worthy of his wages. So please do us that good to click on the dollar sign. Thank you so much. Let me call on the next person to talk to us, and that's in the person of Destiny. Oh, am I saying right? Sorry. Ike. Mr. Ike, is that correct?
Yes, Madam
Good evening,
Patricia,
Mr.
good
Ike.
evening.
Good evening. And welcome.
Good evening.
Thank you. Please speak
Thank
to us.
you. Okay, I greet everybody, those that have spoken before me and those that will speak after me. I greet also those in the comment section. It's one big family, like Abdul Malik said. Love is the only central thing that unites all of us. Whatever it is, let's not argue, but let's educate each other. That's why we are here. In fact, when Mr. Eedris played that video of those cows destroying those corn farm, that's when I was forced to join. You see, this GMO, we don't know where it's going to end. For somebody that wants to give you something free, not just free, they are paying you to take the seeds. They are paying you to take the seed. And the way Nigeria is now, anywhere money comes from, they will take. They don't care. See, there are some of the loans that our government is taking that will be repaid in 2100. That is like about 76 years from now. None of them will be alive to pay for it. So even some of the children that have not been born are already have debt waiting for them even before they are born in Nigeria. And that's why we are screaming.
because they will go. These present politicians, 50 years from now, they are all gone. If they will get up to 50 years. But they are dipping us deep into depths that we don't even know where to start. You see one thing about the GMO. When you plant it on any ground, you cannot plant any other organic seed on that anymore. You cannot. So what it means is they will give you this thing free. They will first of all destroy the farm that has organic crops growing on it. Then they will not give you this seed to go and plant. And again, when we say don't let them sign it, don't let them sign it, they have already signed it. They've already started distributing the GMO seeds. That's the problem. How do you now control it when you say, oh, tell your people, let them not take it, let them not eat it, and so on. When they plant it and it goes into the market, you don't even know how to separate the one that is GMO and the one that is organic. You don't know. And people will eat it. And the consequences will go, that is, you don't even know where it will end. It can affect your genes.
Mr. Ike, thank you.
Yes.
Please, if you just 10 seconds, if you permit me.
Go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you. It's what you are saying now is the exact reason that the FDA gave for stopping GMO approval in the United States, that manufacturers don't even label that it is GMO. So it is even difficult for you to know in the market. They will not label it. So people will buy it without knowing. That is in the United States. Oh, how much more in Nigeria? Thank you.
So thank you, my brother. So that's the big problem now. You see, this thing called autism, I will never in any way laugh at anybody's disability or if you have an autistic person in the family. But let's think back in Nigeria. We don't have such cases so much. We don't. Our immunity is naturally developed that we can fight off, our body can fight off so many things. You saw when COVID happened, and you saw how the cases in Africa, how it was so little. It's not because we have good hospitals, but because we have some natural immunity that could fight some of these things. But now, just because Nigeria have made it so difficult for us to grow the natural food, now they will introduce something that does not even need fertilizers. These things are developed in the lab. There are some of them that when you bring like an orange, you won't see any seed inside. You will see a watermelon, there is no seed inside. They'll call it seedless, and people are happy about it. You see grapes, no seed. They are just like that for you to eat. And people will eat it and be happy. If you harvest a GMO crop, the only way you can grow another thing on that land is another GMO crop. So whatever amount they put it, you will be forced to buy. This first set now they are giving us is free. They are even paying us money to adopt it. By the time we fill our grounds with GMO seeds, that's it for us. We can't plant any other organic seed on that ground again. So you will now go to them. There are some countries like Brazil. Brazil tried it and saw this thing and banned it. And in fact, they even gave penalty to those that brought it in to pay them for the damages that has caused. So many European countries have banned it. But in our own, if anything goes, provided money will come. Provided money will come. Have you stopped to ask why IMF are accepting to give us loans, even when it looks to us that we don't have the capacity to pay? We don't know where they are getting it back. We don't know what our government leaders have signed us into. I remember one time in the last administration when Buhari and Rotimi Amechi were building rails. Somebody inside said that there was one of the contracts by these Chinese people that were written in Chinese language. The president only asked, where do you want me to sign? And they showed him and he signed. Chinese language. He doesn't even know the content, talk less of people. So we are whether we agree or we don't agree, the people that are representing us are sending us into a bottomless pit. And that brings me to what is happening in Kenya. What Ruto has done to Kenyan people is not even 1/4 of what we are facing in Nigeria. But we have all gone silent. We are sleeping. We have all gone to bed. Look at what is happening in Kenya. If you read their listing today, their message they sent out today, they call this 7 days of rage. Because they have done 3 days already, and the military has been shooting tear gas and so on. They've been standing before them and so on. Now, from today, after Juma service, that's when the 7th day of rage will start. They are even calling out their senators, their representatives. They are even telling them that to say, you have to support this bill, this finance bill. Either you have to come home and support it from your constituency. It's not like in our own case where somebody will be in Abuja and say those in support say aye and they say aye. Now you cannot say that aye in Kenya unless you come back to the constituency to come and say it. So that you people will be around you and then you'll be looking at them and they'll be looking at you and they want to see you support it or not. So that's where we are now. And if we don't do anything, we'll all regret it. We'll find out that they say, when did this one happen? When did this one happen? Some of these things, their consequences come 10 years after, 15 years after. We don't know. We don't know. So everybody will have to drive that consciousness. Please, what can we do to stop them before they stop us? So in conclusion, please, for those who are knowledgeable in Edo politics, please inform us. Don't quarrel. We don't know a lot. We come in here every day to come and learn to know what is happening. We are all interested in Nigeria being good, but we need the people that are already knowledgeable to inform us and educate us about what is going on there. And we won't do it in rancor. Anybody that has information, please bring it to us so that we can all learn. That's why we are here. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ike, for your brilliant submission and also for the advice, in us working together to fight off these oppressors. Because as far as I'm concerned, we all here, we are actually fighting for the same thing. It's only that we have different opinion or different views as to how to get it. So thank you again. Let me call on, I think it's Mr. Odua. Mr. Odua, good evening and welcome to today's broadcast.
Hey, good evening, ma. Happy. Hey. Good evening, Mr. Najawash, panelists, all panelists, commenters, listeners, and viewers. Happy Friday to everyone. Well, thank you for the time. Thank you all for the broadcast. I will talk based on information I'll be getting from the voice of the panelists, because the topic I saw was PDP throw away Shaibu and our chief, what is the name of this man, and others. Anyway, then another of our brother Kenneth Okonkwo, who left going for the APC and also on. But for this, what did you people call it? I don't really know if it is a bill before the Senate or if it is whatever. But according to what I have been hearing, I can easily use because if to talk to Barrister, to talk to Ogbede-Ihama, we will have invite Alex. Then if we want to talk to our brother, I will not go to Ipoho, that is grammarian. Then like Black Panther, brother Master Pa Jonathan and others, Pastor Pa Chris and others can talk to those one. But like me, I'm going to talk with my market women, those that are sell farrow goat, tomatoes, yam and beans. Because in the city of blind, one eyes man is the king, so they say. But in Nigeria, in the city of one eyes man, the blind man become the king. So that is why those who are in Nigeria leaders are incompetent, barbaric, dubiousity, and ingloriousity, failureism, where unknowledgeable. That is why all they have in their brain is just money, 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 money. The moment they heard of money, they are flying to sky. They don't even think of what will you do with money and what is the purpose of having money. No, they don't know that. They all think that money is something you need to gather within yourself. That when you have that, you will not go to the kingdom come anymore. And money is a thing you use for environment in the life of others close to you, living with you, even far and near, that make everybody happy. But the so-called Nigeria leaders are not like that. They thought it is like ice block. Just put it in one place, so it become useless. And that is why they will send a bee or whatever call that came from nowhere, which they call bio, our Papa CMC bio something experiment. You see, me, I don't know it that way. The way I know it, I hope the YouTube channel will allow me to talk it. My people of Nigeria, waiting on a Senate, waiting they say they want give una so. Say now be the food when I want the chop. Those people when go their kid don't come, when they carry go one house before they go put them for ground. The chemical when they tell they do them, when we say they know the roti, they know the smell, they go really dry like that. Now be the chemical when they want to do food, when they want to give una, none of the chop. So none I know say that chemical not be good at all. If they use that, those people where you go their kid don't come. When I know say that chemical not even make the smell. And the place where you go their kid don't come supposed to smell. Because of that chemical, now make people know they smell. They go carry them. If not 5 months, if not 10 years, they not go roti, they will get there. And at that chemical, they say they wanted to do food. When I senator, they put them for say go ahead. Because they don't know anything. They're not supposed to be people who are supposed to lead you now. But because I don't know what they do now, that is why any of them just come and say, hey, I don't go school. I hear English. Ask me English now waiting people they use for life. English now just talk like your language. English now people language. English not be practical something. So when they all talk, instead of where people go, they go our farm. We know they use fertilizer for our land. Oh, God do our land. We know they use fertilizer until they do tomatoes, till they do yam, until they do garri, till they do corn, till they do anything. But they go come by themselves. And if you eat that one, you go day heady. Wait till they talk, the person not they sick, you know they quit die. Now make our papa that time, they know they quit die because they know they eat all this chemical. They don't know what they call pure water. Now here me water, ahe water, now they drink. As the water, now they drink. And the last, because of all those leaves where they fall put, those medicine, natural medicine we go create. Now be this one now when they say no, no, they go those medicine because church day. Say all those things when our papa they do before say na devil. So the one where white people they do now, they say that be God. And people don't come they last for life again. And now senators, they say they want to put the one where be say, many people don't feel they born again because if people don't get this chemical, they don't feel they born. Those things where they make people get belly, they go spoil because of this food where they eat. Now they hear say that they say kidney failure. What it cause kidney failure? Now this food where they eat now, where they talk say now white man food, now white man food. They just bring and come. I don't know the chemical where they take one. They say now this food, now they rain, now this one, now this one. Now everybody you the rush go there. That's why they hear much children. Kidney failure, kidney failure, kidney failure. My dear, my Nigerian people, make una tell una senator, make they not sign this kind bill. So now una get hand to make farm for myself. Now want to eat natural food. Italy where I dey here, so all people when they make food for their backyard. And they make food for inside parlor. They get sand where they take the plant food. They know they use chemical because they want me the last, but they had the way. But my people, no say in the city of blind man, one asthma is the king, but Nigeria own a city of one eyes man, the blind man is the king. So if na no so na still get that one eyes, no na remove the blind people come up for their city, make they not be the king again. So that now they eat better food. And now I say make una. Even though if not to enter street, they say, if not to go their house, they say, this thing, we don't need them, no, not do them, because if not, because any medicine when white people do, not to make black people not go, make them not go anywhere, they talk and say, they go make sure say that they reduce black people. Maybe say, wait till we get for our land, we don't feel they use them for ourselves. They say, because if we get sense, they use all those things, they know themselves not go get respect again. So they say make black people they respect they well, and I make they do all those things when they do. And I make me they tell now my people. Me I know see now they hear my English.
20 seconds left.
Thank you. My people now be the Tinubu. So another time come, I will talk to Nigeria. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Odua. Yeah, I just wanted to come back to Mr. Ike, what he said regarding the debts that they have put even generation yet unborn. Some of the loans that are taken from IMF, they're actually up to 2021. What's it called? 2100. Yes, 2100 years. You know, in 2100. Yeah, so what are we saying? What I'm saying is the Bible says a good man leaves an inheritance for his children. But what are these people proving? It just proves they are bad people. They are wicked people. It's either good or evil. Because if you are living, you know your years, like he said, they don't have all of them put together. I don't think they're more than 50 years. They cannot live more than 2 decades, maybe 2.5, 3, maybe 5 decades. Yeah, you know. So let's assume they live 50 years from now. But the debt they are putting Nigerians is up to about 70, 60, 74, 76 years from now. So how? Is that not a sign of wickedness? Instead of them to leave wealth for the children to born, children yet unborn in Nigeria, they're leaving what for them? Debt to come and start paying? I mean, that's the height of wickedness. And anyone coming to support any of them, I think you are also satanic. You are one of them. Because none of them have done well. None of them have done well. It doesn't matter where they have ruled, where they have governed. It doesn't matter. They are all birds of the same feather that flocks together. Yes, they are all the same. Because if not, they say, you say, show me your friend. Then I will show you, I will tell you who you are. Because at least people associate together to influence one another. When they get together in those their coven, PDP, APC, and whatever, LP, what do they discuss? What is their antecedent? What is this thing? Please, they are all the same people. They are not helping anybody at all. And it's making me so sad. Because I don't see any how a good father will leave debt for his children to come and pay. I don't. It's not in my own family. It's not. So why would they turn Nigeria to like this? You want to create debt for children yet unborn? The ones that their father has paid, their children will come and pay. The yet unborn children will pay. I mean, that's the height of wickedness. It's unheard of. It's a shame. It's a shame to all these ruiners. Well, let me move to the next person. Mr. Chris, please come through to us. Good evening and welcome to today's broadcast.
Good evening, Chair Lady. Good evening, everybody on the panel with me. Yeah, Mr. Njawaj, good evening, and thank you for giving us this opportunity to contribute again. Something you've been doing for over how many years now, relentlessly. And the people in the comment section, happy weekends to you all. Thank you all for being there for us at every point in time, because we can't just come here and be talking to ourselves every day. But your presence is a boost for us to continue doing what we are doing. Mommy Diaspora, good evening. Thank you so much and happy weekend to you. And Nigerians and non-Nigerians listening to us from everywhere in the world, good evening to you all. I think the way I see this, I'll just talk briefly on the decamping, people that are decamping from one party to another. In my view, like I've always maintained, I think most of them, or let me say the vast majority of them, they do this for their personal gain, for their personal reasons, not necessarily for the well-being of the nation. You know, personal ambition is always the first priority. And if you ask me, is this wrong or right? It is their choice. But they must also understand that be it as it may, it is your choice to decamp. It is also my choice to analyze the reason why you are decamping. It's also my choice to comment on the reason why you are decamping. You could say it's for the benefit of the nation. I could also hold a completely different view from your reason for decamping. Yeah, because like we all know, the situation in Nigeria is like a one-party state. All you just need to do is to change the color of clothes you are wearing. It's still the same cloth. It's a denim jeans. It doesn't matter if it's a black, it's a navy blue, or it's I'm a sky blue. They are all denim products. It's one product. It's the same thing. Then for the PDP, I think, like I've said, I think Obaseki is really playing a very kind of dangerous politics because I don't know how to put this. If you look at the core of the people that were suspended from the PDP now, I think these were the backbone, the people that actually ensured or played a role in ensuring that Obaseki got the ticket when the APC chased him away. And sadly, 4 years later, it is these same people that are now being chased back to the APC. What an irony. What an irony. This ought not to be. It shouldn't be in a state like Edo State, you know. I think the politician, they needed to have shown more tact. They needed to have shown more scruples. All I see are just completely unscrupulous elements because there's no way you can ever justify this. There are so many other ways to look at it. How can you impeach your deputy governor and you replace him with somebody from another political party completely? And while they were impeaching your deputy governor, his people already came to the venue prepared for the next person to be sworn in. So how does the next person know that he was going to be the next deputy governor? So these are all dangerous politics. And Ogbeide-Ihama, who was in the forefront of the election 4 years ago, and Philip Shaibu, in all sincerity, we have to say the way it is. Obaseki, one of the reasons he survived the onslaught of Adanto Shomole was because Philip Shaibu stood by him. That does not mean that I'm speaking for Philip Shaibu. Philip Shaibu must also have done that based on personal interest, like I've said before. So, in summary, the politics in Edo State, it's getting messier, and I think it shouldn't continue like this because if it does, we don't know where it's ever going to end. Then for the GMO thing, the only question I ask myself is this: the black man, are we capable of governing ourselves? And at this juncture, I just want to thank Mr. Ninja for giving us that extra time yesterday, even when the program was over. And Two Ninja came in and he extended the time for us. And these were the core issues of the things we were discussing yesterday. as if we know that something like this GMO stuff is going to come up today. It speaks volume if we allow this kind of a program to happen in Nigeria. I was taken aback some people on the panel when they said that we don't have knowledgeable people in governance. We do. We do 100%. We have experts everywhere. We have of them littered around the National Assembly. They all know exactly what is going on. It has nothing to do with not having knowledgeable people. They are specialists, they are professors that know the implication of all this. But the point we are failing to realize that this is state capture. This is neo-colonialism. That is why we said that people like Tinubu was a bad market for the country. Because Tinubu is in their pocket. They have file and loads of file of him. How can he ever say no to these people? There's no way. Your nation has been mortgaged. There's nothing we can do about it. There's nothing. That's why people that keep saying that this election ought not to have gone the way it went. You cannot tell them that it's already over. No, they can keep talking even if it is for the next 8 years. It is state capture. Tinubu has nothing to do. The people you see there, the so-called knowledgeable people, not so-called, they don't have anything to do. They can't stop this. It takes the willpower of the leadership to be able to do this. Genetically modified, see, we don't even know what we are playing with. I think somebody was trying to explain Abdul Malik. You see, organic product is even different from this GMO product. Now, GMO products, they go into the gene, the DNA, and edit the DNA of this organism, of this crop. And if you know what that means, it means the way God or nature, if it is nature you believe in, the way it created those organisms, people go into the DNA, edit the chemical structure of whatever is there to conform to present reality. And the process of doing that, like Dr. Science, you are going to introduce more dangerous species because there's a balance in that DNA structure. But humans, we want to play God. So we go into those DNA, the core, and alter those things. And once we consume those things, they have the capability of also altering our DNA. So what you guys don't know what is going on in Nigeria, it is a phase 3 clinical trial. They are using the whole of the country as a clinical trial. So if we don't know, we must know. That is what they are doing. The people that are doing it, they know exactly what they are up to. It is only we that think that they don't know what they are doing. They know exactly what they are up to. So it is very imperative that we keep speaking up. It is very imperative we keep educating the people because the fallout is going to be disastrous. It's like people, that's why I have always maintained on this program that we keep talking about colonial. We talk about slave trade. What is actually slave trade? What is trade? Can only one person trade by himself or by herself? We don't ever talk about the roles our forefathers played in this slave trade business. We were selling ourselves to greedy white people. We must look at that role. That's exactly the role we are playing again today. In 100 years' time, when all our genes have been modified and scattered our lands and everything, this is how the generation yet unborn will be asking questions. Of course, some of them, they are going to be blaming the white people, but at least the tactful amongst them will ask the pertinent question, how come? How come? How did we allow the same thing I've been asking? How come? How did we allow the events of the slave trade? Because it wasn't only Africa these people came to. They tried to conquer everywhere all over the world. And since they have left, what have we even done? Yes, I'm just wondering, what have we even done with ourselves? Nothing. So genetically modified organism, it's a big deal. Your whole country as a whole is now an experimental field. If you don't know, you should know now. And I conclude by saying that there are knowledgeable people. The people that are doing this thing in government, they know exactly what is going on. But the willpower to stop it is what they are lacking. And good evening, and thank you all.
Thank you, Mr. Chris. I think the willpower has been bought over by money. That's why they don't have it. Because if you're giving money, you're giving bribe, then you cannot really be at your best. You understand? Because say bribe corrupt the good mind. So that's what it is. And also, I don't see what Tinubu has his record as a yardstick anymore. Because even when with all the baggages he had, or he still have with him, he was still sworn in. So he could have said no to these things. But because he is not knowledgeable, that's why he's he signed this bill. Because this bill has been signed, even though we are talking about it now. Because if we remember, immediately Tinubu became the president of Nigeria, Bill Gates went to Nigeria, and that is the proponent of this GMO. Bill Gates is the one that is championing it, is his baby, is the one going about buying farms in many, many countries. Even in Nigeria, you'll be surprised to know that Bill Gates have bought a lot of acres of land in Nigeria, in our own dear country. So it's a shame that this is where we find ourselves. Like you said, there's always collaborators and enablers in all evil that happen. If you talk about the Hitler one, he had collaborators and enablers, okay, which were not from Germany. There are countries that help him in Europe, to execute the evil he did to the Jews. So even so, and also he also had people within his country, at that time, to help him execute the evil. So it is, like you said, Mr. Chris. There are people, our people, some of them, they are the ones that are enabling this evil against the rest of us. They are the ones that are collaborating with this evil, just the way they've been. And that's why I am saying, I always call out for the youth to stand up and take their destiny in their own hands. It's time. We can't wait anymore, because these people, the way they are going is closer than where they are coming from. So they don't really care about you. It's about you now and your babies yet unborn. So if you don't do something about it, the people that are there now, they will not do anything about it. They will keep drowning you and your generation to come. So it's high time you wake up and take the bull by the horn. Thank you so much. Let me call on Mr. I think his son to come on. Good evening and welcome to today's broadcast. Thank you for being a part of the program today.
I don't know if it's me they're talking about. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, welcome to today's broadcast.
Okay, is it me you called, please?
Yes, you are the one. Welcome. It's long time.
Okay.
Where have you been? We don't hear from you since.
Thank you. Thank you. Good evening, everyone.
Good
evening, everyone. Good evening, Naija Wash. Good evening, Mommy Diaspora. I'm already where you said. Good evening. Today's topic is very, very interesting. In the sense that this GMO seed we're talking about, to me, is a very big danger to not just to Nigeria, to the world at large. Before I dive into it, I want to speak briefly on the present issue in Edo State, vis-a-vis the expulsion of the former deputy governor, the South vice chairman, and some other persons. To us in Edo State, or to us in PDP, their expulsion is overdue. You cannot eat your cake and have it. You cannot be in a political party. You are openly, not even secretly, you are openly supporting other political parties. It's not done anywhere. This thing started from the attitude of Wike did it in Rivers. Because he did it now, they feel you can still continue in such a way. I keep saying that those state politics is different. Those state politics, those state is a diverse and a complex state. You can't do anything and just do it on your own and think you can go scot-free. You understand? Right from the primaries, Philip Shaibu has constituted himself as a problem, not just to PDP. He has constituted a problem as a security risk to himself and to Edo State generally.
Honorable Sam,
you know?
So just a quick one, Honorable Sam. So Edo State PDP is different from the national PDP. Is that what you are?
Please, when you are talking, allow me to speak, please. If you have your concern, you can use your time to address your concern, please.
No, it's not a concern, so that you can address it. I want you to address that so that your submission will be balanced. That's what I'm saying.
No, you are not to tell me how to address, how to deposit. You are not to tell me how to deposit. Thank you very much.
Please,
so like I was saying,
please 1 minute. If you have anything, if you have anything against any submission, please jot it down, and then we'll be giving extra 10 seconds to counter whosoever you want to counter. Is that okay? Please, thank you. Continue.
Thank you very much, madam. So like I was saying, these persons, the activities before now, they've not been participating in PDP activities, or whatever they've been doing is counterproductive to the party. They've used different ways to cause chaos within the party. You understand? So the best thing for the party leadership to do is to expel them, so that they just know you are not with us. Because if they are not expelled with their status, any meeting call, they can come and say, okay, I am this and that. They will attend the meeting, thereby doing everything that is against the rudiment of the party. So to me, their expulsion is overdue, long overdue. I know section 858 of our party constitution spelled out the methodology with which each officers can be suspended. The only person issues that people are still debating is the issue of the national vice chairman, in which definitely the national body will speak concerning that in due time. You understand? But on the issue of Philip Shaibu and some other person that were suspended, as far as the party is concerned, Philip Shaibu was still a deputy governor, then you can take it to national level. As of today, he's just an ordinary member of the party. And ordinary members, the ward can even suspend him. The local government can suspend. The state executive, which is the highest body in the state, has the right to suspend him in line with our constitution. And some other persons that were suspended. Somewhere like Ogbeide-Ihama. Ogbeide-Ihama was one-time member of House of Reps. As of today, he's an ordinary member in the party. So even his word can suspend him when you are doing something contrary to the section of the constitution, contrary to the rules, laid down rules of the party. You cannot, for example, as it is today, he has donated all his campaign office in Benin City. He has donated it to PDP, to APC. The vehicle he used when he was contesting election, all the vehicles, he has donated them to APC. These are known facts. He didn't even do it secretly. He did it openly. So if you are working for another party, what at least under normal circumstances, causes demand that you resign honorably. If you now feel everything about you is not APC, you want to work for APC, nobody stop you from working for APC. It's your right. It's your constitutional right. You have a right to work for any party. But you cannot say you are in PDP and you are working openly for APC. It's not done. It's unacceptable. So as far as we are concerned, their expulsion is overdue. That's on that. It's long time overdue. And I praise the State Working Committee for taking the bold step to do it at the right time. Ogbeide-Ihama was suspended from his ward. You know, this thing we are saying, once upon a time, the national chairman of APC, Adamu Shomole, was suspended from his ward. People thought it was a shy play until they went to court and said your membership begins from your ward. He was suspended. And the court ratified it. So that's exactly what is happening now. This suspension started from their ward to their senatorial district down to the state level. So their suspension is in line. The only aspect that we're still looking at is Danobi, who is occupying a national position. In which case, probably the national body will have to ratify. That's the only aspect. But as far as Edo State is concerned, it's suspended. It's expelled. It cannot participate in any activity that has to do with Edo State PDP. The way it stands today. That's it on that. Then on the issue of hunger, let me start from the issue of hunger. You know, before now, I remember in one of our programs, I said there's an agenda. There's a global agenda, a negative global agenda by the deep state and the dark state. Bill Gates is one of those propelling this the global agenda. The global agenda is to cause food shortage all over the world. And they are using different methods at it. In one of my live program in one of the TV stations, I said it openly. I said these Fulani H-men that are going to farm. Because sometimes you begin to wonder, why is Fulani H-men going to the farm? Why are they driving our farmers from the farm? It's an agenda. You know, every country has their own peculiarities. Every country has their own peculiarity. They use different methods to cause food shortage. As it is today, about 10 seed of tomatoes in Benin City now is about 2,000 naira. Small seed of tomatoes, 2,000. It's now becoming realities. Farmers were driven away from their farm. They couldn't cultivate. Planting season to plant, they couldn't plant. And we're already seeing the adverse effect on food shortage all over the country. Nigeria ought not to have any problem when it comes to food. No matter how terrible Nigeria has been, coming to food, people were still able to feed 2 or 3 times daily in Nigeria. But the way it is now, because of what the Fulani H-men did in our various farms, you know, at a time, Benue State used to put the food basket of the nation in yam production. We all knew what happened in Benue State. Those things were planned. It is an agenda. It is an agenda. You understand? They went to all the... Why is it that it was the farmer they were targeting? It is an agenda. It's not that it's done on us. People just... Fulani H-men just went to the bush. No, there are people behind it. Bill Gates coming to Nigeria is for a purpose. This man, you wonder why is Tinubu the president of the country? With all what was said against him, all the allegations that were said, that were put forward, his certification, his record, I don't want to say, we've used some words here because we're on air. But he became the president. He became the president because he was supported by those in the deep states. We already seen the agendas, and part of the agenda is this GMO, genetically modified organism seeds. It's for a purpose. You understand? And this is going to, if care is not taken, it's going to burn on Africa. The Nigerian farmers all over, even in our states, they are being educated on the implications. The other day I said it now that in some other countries, you find out why is Bill Gates, that's why they're buying lands, farmlands. They are buying farmlands all over the world, most especially in Africa. It's for a purpose. Farmlands, so that farmers cannot go to farm. The major reason is just like the way they brought coronavirus. All these things are planned. These are international politics. They are planned. The summary of it all, you know, if I say this now, some of you may not believe me. These are all the signs of the end time. That's just the truth. It's just it's satanic Israeli at work all over. They come in science. They come in science. Thank God the Bible even said it. Says through pharmacia, through pharmacy, through different things, the world will be deceived. It's there in the Bible. That's exactly what we're saying. They will bring different things, give it a name, back it up with legislations, like what is happening now in Nigeria. But one thing is certain: Nigeria has to be very, very careful. Because farmers will become, they will become so reliant on these multinational corporations for seed, if not controlled. Because most of these seeds they are patented, they cannot be saved, and they cannot be replanted. What it means is that if you are a farmer, you go and buy this, you use the seed to plant. You cannot replant those seeds. You cannot replant them because you see there was a documentary I was watching, mango without seed. So at the time you plant a mango that does not produce seed, how are you going to replant the mango? It means you have to go back to these multinationals to go and buy those seeds. So it also have what we call loss of biodiversities. It has environmental risk on our soils. GMO crops can be potentially crossbreeded. That's another thing. If you go and study, it can be crossbreeded. This, to a very large extent, will lead to environmental consequences and possible creation of super weeds. And which some of these super weeds may be resistant to herbicide. So to me, this thing is not just a mere thing. It's our time Nigerians start talking about it. Civil society groups start talking about it. Another thing, it has health concern. This genetic, whatever they call it now, at the time people are consuming it, we don't know the effect in the next 4 years, in the next 5 years, what it's going to do in our body. At the time they were coming with coronavirus, some men of God respected. Hello, sir. Hello.
It's already causing cancer, but you have 30 seconds left.
Oh, just 30 seconds. Oh, yes. It can cause cancer. When they came out with coronavirus, some men of God spoke about it. They said, no, it's not real. We all saw the effect of coronavirus on those that took the vaccine. Those that took the vaccine, we saw the effect. So also, this GMO is going to cause more harm. It's part of the population of the world. That is their major agenda. Food shortage and reduction of the population of the world. So I want to use the opportunity to advise Africans, Nigeria in particular, we should resist this GMO seed. It should be resisted, and the civil society bodies all over the country should rise up now and begin to speak about it, because people are not even aware about it now. They will come and first of all they will come and give in a very cheap price. In a very cheap price. What now happened? At the time they give you the seed, you forget about your local seed. At the time you forget about your locals, if you go deep on research, you discover that even the land you are planting those seeds, it will have effect on that. If you now plant the normal organic seed, it will not grow well. So the earlier we start, some countries have started banning it. You know, Nigeria, it's rather unfortunate that we're in a country that anything can just come, because they've installed a leader. Thank you very much. Oh man, it's time I talk about. It's okay. Thank you.
About it. Thank you. We have another 4 minutes to go through it again. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, my people. We have come to the first. We are ending the first part of our broadcast. Now we'll start with the final submission. Okay. But before that, I just want to know if anybody have anything that was said that you want to counter, and I'll give each person 10 seconds before we start our round of 4 minutes. So please, Black Panther.
I have something on.
Just a minute. I think I will go according to my to the priority, the ranking. Black Panther is the first person. If you have anything, 10 seconds. 10 seconds. I mean 10 seconds, not 10. Yeah. If you have anything, please speak. Thank you.
Madam Patricia, thank you very much. Naija Watch, thank you very much. What I want to put forward is like this. I want Naija Watch to listen to us carefully. Madam Patricia, you are a very good woman. You have a reputation to keep. Don't allow politics take it down. One, they are war. Don't let us divide ourselves because of their war. We are not fighting only for Edo State. We are fighting for the entire country. If Nigeria gets it right, Edo State will get it right. Now, the reason why I'm saying it is like this. You have repeated words twice. When you were having argument today with Madam Rita, I waited, all of us were waiting, people were arguing. I waited for people to jump in so that they can harmonize things. And when people were not coming in, and I said, let me come in. I said, Madam Rita, Madam Patricia, calm down. Give me 10 seconds. Let me speak. Just to calm the nerves down. You repeated the statement. You repeated all the time. This is the third time. You said, let me say the way you say. Let me see if I can say the way you said. It's not my business. It does not concern me. You see, that word, many out there will look at it as if I am personal, or you have personal stuff with Madam Rita. But what I was trying to do was to calm nerves and let us sit on the right narratives and let us not die in their war. Now, somebody on the net. Okay, sorry, let me just round up. Sorry, on the line, somebody were telling you that we're talking to you. You said you should not allow a man to hurt when you are discussing in a public sector. The woman had replied that if it was Naija Watch, he would have given Black Panther 10 seconds. So when you make those statements, it's as if me and you are at war.
Black Panther, listen, at least that's enough now. It's enough because you are turning everything upside down. Okay, you are not following the discussion in according to the sequence how it happened. Okay, so if you want, go back to the text and see how I answered her, because you are bringing the cat before the horse, which is not what happened. So
You made mention of my name in your statement there.
Yes, I
So
did. And
I'm quoting you. I am quoting you. I am not saying any other thing.
The way you are referring it now is not how it happened.
How am I referring it?
Because according to, if I can get back everything, because there's a limit to how much we can go back to the test here. Okay, I could have read everything according to how the sequence of how it happened. What she said, what I said next, what she said again, what I said next again. Okay, before you jumped in, you didn't ask for any permission. You are brooded. You interrupted.
No. You didn't hear me. You didn't hear me. Let my just play the video back.
To me. You listen 1 minute. Listen 1 minute. Before you said anything, you didn't say, "Oh, please, can I get 10 seconds to talk to you?"
You didn't hear me. You were arguing with Madam Rita.
That was later. You already.
Before I came in,
please,
I said,
I don't
"Can I have
follow
10
you
seconds?"
I don't want to argue. I take God beg you. I don't want to argue.
Madam, hold on. Madam, hold on. No, Madam, hold on. If you finish all these things, take 20 seconds. Let my Nigeria play that video back.
He will play it back later. Let's finish with. Let's move on. He's listening. He will play it back later. Mr. Jonathan, please, if you have anything, speak. 10 seconds. 10 seconds should be 10 seconds.
Thank you.
Please.
Yeah, thank you, Madam Patricia.
No. Which video they wanted me to play, please?
1 minute. So he wants you to play the video, the mess, yeah,
He said I didn't ask for 10 seconds when they were arguing.
Oh no, okay, that's fine. Let's move on.
Please, gentlemen and ladies, I don't think that is called for now. Please, let's continue with our discussion. This back and front is not called for, please.
Let's move on. Thank you.
I wanted to add to Honorable Sam's contribution to make it more vibrant and perhaps more informative, but he didn't want that. So let me say what I wanted to say then. He said that Edo PDP is different. And I was kind of, called back because Edo PDP is under the national PDP. It's not different. Is Edo PDP not part of the PDP? Are they not operating the same constitution? That was what I said in my submission earlier, that the Nigerian political parties, especially the APC and the PDP, specifically these two political parties, have no standard. There's no standard. It is what is extingent for them, what is okay for them at the moment. They shovel it down the throat. You cannot tell me at the face of it that Wike is still a member of PDP today and then juxtapose that with Shaibu. What Shaibu has done is a child's play to what Wike has done and continue to do. They throwing it at them, and they dare not sanction him or expel him from the party. So I don't know. You have to explain to me and convince me that those two are different, and you have a tough job to do that. That's my point. Thank you.
Please, can I respond to that, please?
You have 10 seconds as well to respond to. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate you. Yes, you are totally right. From the ward level, you have the ward level, you have the local government, you have the senatorial district, you have the states, and you have the regions to the national. They are all under one constitution. We operate one constitution. The issue of suspension, like I told you before, most often come from the ward level. For example, I just gave a scenario of Adam Oshomole, who was suspended at this ward. He said it as a national chairman. He trivialized it, that who is the ward to suspend him? A national officer, a national chairman. But when they went to court, the court make him understand that his membership started from the ward. Your membership card is at the ward level. You understand? So there are some scenarios whereby you may err. Let me use the wicked. You see wicked boasting, nobody can suspend him. You wouldn't know his grip in this world. It may be that he's the one that have all the members of the executive in this world. Members of the executive may be on his payroll. It may be the one that is controlling this world executive. It may be the one that is controlling his local government executive. Such a person, you have to root it from the ward level or the local government level, as the case may be. So if the state, they are unable to do that, you know the peculiarity of River State politics. You know the diversity in River State politics.
Can I take 10 seconds again?
Sam, I don't think we have time to argue this. That argument does not hold water. Please let me tell you that. Okay, you can. I know that.
Anyway, my major concern is Edo State. Edo State, my major concern is Edo State. The procedures was followed in Edo State, and those people, as far as party is concerned, they stand. They remain respect on the party.
Honorable. Madam Rita, Madam Patricia, have you taken 10 seconds?
Yeah, but wait now. Let them finish. Let them two finish. Honorable, are you, Mr. Jonathan? You okay with that? Aren't you?
Yeah, no, I'm not okay. You know, silence does not mean acceptance.
But okay, there is no that's fine. Yeah, that's
have said his own. That's okay.
Okay.
Man, can I take it now?
After Black Panther, please, can I have 10 seconds, Madam Rita?
Okay.
Yes.
And
no, I think Black Panther wanted to say something. Let's allow him to it now.
Uncle Sam, thank you for entering. And today is very good. You came in at the right time, Uncle Sam. Your submission about suspension of the three people who have no local standing. There are procedures which you go through in PDP before you can be suspended, and the procedure comes from the investigation from the party hierarchy in the state. Then they will not throw it to the local. The local will not do its own due process, and the suspension will come from the local. That is why WK cannot be suspended, because it has a due process which is very tight. And if you have a political grip, it is more or less almost impossible, because you cannot have a coercion, neither can you have a unanimous decision on the suspension. That is why sometimes it cannot happen.
I just told you earlier, listen to me. I said there's a suspension.
The state governor
due process were followed.
The state governor and
due process were followed.
Are not the people they came to meet are the people that are suspended. So they have to arrange it out, because it's going to be very bad if they should suspend such heavy weight from the south.
Nobody is above the law. Nobody, no matter, there's nothing like heavyweight.
Listen.
This is my party. The one educating you. This is my party.
The
only thing.
Let one person talk at the time.
Dr. Sam is okay.
Please, 10 seconds.
Okay, Mr.
Okay, good. I just said, according to section 58 of our constitution, the only person that the national has to ratify is one, there are conditions there are clauses. One, if you are a national officer. Two, if you are a governor, a deputy, or a deputy governor. In which case, the only person that is in that capacity now is the person of Danobi. You understand? Okay. But that does not, the state has already done theirs. It's not for the national to accept and ratify it and act on it at the national level. As far as the state is concerned, they've done theirs. As it is today, now they cannot be allowed to enter or participate in any party activities.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Ojuwa. Please, 10 seconds.
Thank you.
I think so me first, so.
Just know what you tell you. My own will not go to 10.
1 minute. Well, let Mr. Ojuwa go. Not give them.
Baba Sam, I bet no, they use this English again. Nobody's above the law. When you are talking of Western world or other country, we will hear. In Nigeria, president is the law, so it's above the law. So it's above all courts or whatever Nigeria have. So there are people who is above the law when it comes to Nigeria. Those senators, those governors who they said they have immunity, those things are above the law. So people are above the law, especially Nigeria president. Thank you.
Mr. Oduwa, criminally, they are above the law. Criminally, constitutionally, They are not.
Constitutionally, on paper, they are not, but in practice, they are. These are facts.
It's practice we know. Practice we know.
They only have immunity. They may have immunity. They are not above the law. President have immunity. The governor have immunity. Deputy governor they have immunity. That does not mean they are above the law.
Mr. Chan, please. Naija Watch just made a very powerful clarification.
Yeah, criminally. Yes,
I like that word, criminally. Mr. Sam, please. The question that Mr. Jonathan asked and all these little arguments we are having, they are both very, very germane. Mr. Jonathan was spot on. Is the PDP in the state different from at the national level? Criminally, Wike is above the law. Criminally, there's nothing you people can do to Wike. And please, let's stop using the example.
Hello, please, let's not be using that word. I just told you, for example, the case of Adamu Shomole. No, let me tell you what happened in Edo State. I am here. You know, in Adamu Shomole, let's educate ourselves. Let's not misinform. No, you are misinforming the public. Don't misinform the public.
If I finish, you
cannot say Wike is not above the law.
To disrupt you earlier. So you follow the same rule. Okay. Now, for Oshomole's case, we knew the politics that played then. Oshomole was in Tinubu's camp, was from the ACN, and the presidential primary was coming up. And they know that they didn't want Oshomole. So, Rotimi Amechi and the shenanigans of the presidency, they were behind the removal of Oshomole. The one we are saying from the world, from not the world, from social.
Presumably, you are not talking with facts. Yeah, this is your perception.
Let me finish. You didn't allow somebody to interrupt you, please. Now, there's another person, Ahmed Lawal, the Senate president, had the same problem with Oshomole. Not only him one. Other big wigs in PDP, they had the same problem with Oshomole. The governor of Kogi State that just left had the same problem with Oshomole. They attempted to remove him from the world, but it didn't work. That is because criminally, those people were above the law. So there's no way we can use the example of Oshomole to justify anything. What happened in PDP in Edo State is just a criminal enterprise. Naija Watch has concluded the matter criminally. These people are above the law. Let's say the way it is. The state PDP, is it different from the national PDP? That is a foundational question that was asked to you, and you can't provide any tangible answer. That is the point I'm trying to make.
It means you weren't listening to me. It means you didn't listen to me.
Let's not use.
It means you didn't listen. If you are listening to me, you wouldn't say I didn't come.
This is the same thing you always say, that people don't
My
read your
10 seconds.
Now you are saying people don't listen to you. Now only you sabi read, now only you sabi listen.
My 10 seconds.
Okay. I think that's enough. Let me, Mr. Eck, come through.
Okay. Sincerely, there is something Honorable Sam said that I already have known before now. You see, suspension, the best way to deal with Wike is to freeze his membership. But if it is suspension, those guys are the word. Those guys are the word. If you put gun on their neck, they will suspend Wike. And that's why PDP knows this. That's why PDP cannot even talk about it. But they can freeze his membership so that he cannot attend their meetings. Because it is very obvious that he's working for APC. So they can freeze his membership, not suspending him. Because you cannot. Those people at the world level are Wike, and Wike are in them. They can't suspend him.
That is it. You said it all.
That's it. Okay. So, good. I think we've all done our 10 seconds to counter any claim that didn't go well or that wasn't that was presumed to be false here. So now we'll start the second round for 4 minutes. And the first person to be called is Mr. Black Panther. Black Panther, please come through again. Thank you. Please don't mention my name now, I beg.
I want to thank everyone. Thank Madam Patricia. Thank Mr. Jonathan, who has done the good breakdown of it today. And Mr. I, God bless you. You see, let's not play this politics. That's why Mother Rita said this politics it's like going into our fabric, and we no longer think about our state. We are thinking about our interest. The entire politics now in the whole country is not all about interest anymore. It should be about the people of Edo State, the land of Edo State. The only thing I can get, say I can have altercation with anybody now in my life, is about Nigeria. If the person is talking negative, going contrary to what is happening in the country, I will look, me and that person will wear the same trouser. Because it's not right to say the truth for the world to know, so that we can, by the time we start saying the truth, we'll start knowing how to repair the country as a whole. Look at what happened when we were talking about military. It takes a long time. Only God knows the amount of soul that we have lost when Nigeria was talking about getting more military. In our seat now, I said, you are back home. Because recruiting is not the major fault, which every one of us have told him, but he disagreed. But he has not saw the picture. He saw the picture yesterday. I don't know when he analyzed it. And it was abreast with what we were saying. Now, it's told, how long will it take us to convince our fellow countrymen, our fellow Edolite, that this is the what we are seeing? We don't have interest in the party. We have the interest in the people, the land itself. I want my land to have good roads. I want my land to have light. I want my land to have pipe-borne water, good hospital, and my people to be free to go to their farm and till the soil and bring it out and be prosperous. Simple as ABC. From there we can build. By the time you expand the workforce, you can see that your tax base will be expanded. You get more money to do other projects. Thereby your economic base will expand. That is my focus. I focus because I don't want to fall in their war. This is their war. And when you say something, this is how you do something, you don't pass through protocol because you have an interest, you bypass protocol, you think you can bring down a South leader. Even in America, it is not done. You have to pass through due process for bringing down a man like him. If the due process is not well spelled out and you don't analyze it, you cannot make a conclusion. If you dare make a conclusion, you are tearing the party apart and you are making your party useless. Now, why are Nigerians talking like this? Because the way they do politics in Nigeria is rigging. If it were electronic voting we have, or this one we have, dare you to say you want to suspend somebody anyhow. Get that term will not go to your party, go to another party. That is how politics should be done. Everybody needs to be respected and due process must be followed. And what about I want to talk about the GMO for just short.
Hello.
Yeah, Mr. Jonathan, you talked about GMO. You see, the GMO issue, it's complicated. The reason why I say it's complicated is like this. In the GMO, we have GMO in America. But the tag there, they'll say it is GMO. It's optional.
Somebody
it's optional for you to.
Thank you.
Somebody is disturbing. The GMO is optional because there was a day I wanted to buy a sauce. I now opened it, but I met a doctor. The doctor is an African doctor from Ghana. He told me that he explained about GMO. He said it's a no-go area, but he said it's in the store all over America. Because I heard it, I went and observed. I went and I saw the source. It wrote GMO, and whenever they produce anything, they write non-GMO. That is America is spelled. So the confusion now, the term of misunderstanding now is now there that there's something they are hiding. Because if you talk about genetic, stuff, there's a lot of educational thing we need to learn about genetics. It's not how we spell it, how it go. But GMO, the doctor told me, is a no-go area because the fact concerning GMO, it's not 100%, it's not even up to 20% accepted by doctors. And if those who does not accept it, and they are in disagreement with the body that pass the that says, oh, go is healthy for people, then
10
there's a
seconds.
conflict somewhere. So that is why I said, let Nigeria as a country don't go into GMO, because even in the Western world, it's even a war there, conflict, but they want to make Africa as a guinea pig process where they can exploit, and that is exactly what Hitler said. I will make Africa a farmland, and they are trying to make us a farmland where they can do their experiment and see, and we don't even have anything. No hospital, no road, no water, nothing. We are accepting something made by another man. Why is it not something made by us? Why are we not passing through our own process that the biological whatever standard organization go through it, certify it, advise the government on what to do? God bless you, man.
Thank you. Jonathan, please come through for us. Thank you. 4 minutes. Your 4 minutes starts now.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I greet everyone once again. I think today a lot has been said. Not so much, but sufficient enough to at least to learn one or two things with respect to this GMO subject. I will just ask, if possible, Mr. Elvis, if you can cut section of this where submissions were made on GMO, it will at least enlighten people, and I hope it can go far, and it will be good. I just want to say that. Earlier, Mr. Ike asked a question in his submission. He asked why the World Bank, IMF, they continue to borrow Nigeria billions of dollars, knowing fully well that the fundamentals does not support it, and they continue to do it. The reasons are this. I will just highlight them. Each and every one of these reasons is broad, but I will just highlight them so that for people to know. You see, they continue to do this for their own benefit. They continue to do it so that they can strengthen their own manufacturing and supply sector. This GMO thing comes here too. And to weaken our own supply industry. They continue to do this because they want to tap, and they have been doing it. They want to continue to tap into our natural resources at the cheapest price possible, the cheapest rate possible. They continue to do it, and they will continue to do it to weaken our democratic system, to force government to increase taxes, and to weaken our currency, the naira. These are the obvious reasons why they will continue to borrow Nigeria billions of dollars, knowing fully well. It's like somebody who doesn't have a job walk into a bank and say you want to borrow 1,000, or somebody who even have a bad credit and walk to a bank and say they should give him $500. At least not in this world that I live. You aren't going to get $1. They are the one that sets the rule, and they break the rule. When it comes to sovereign, national issues, dealing with countries by countries, the rules are there, but they will break it for their own gains. But for the love of country, for my country, Nigeria, I will say this, and I will close with it. See, the Nigerian government, with less than $10 million, $10 million, I'm not talking of the 500 billions that you borrow, the 2 billion here, the 4 billion. I'm not even talking about that. $10 million, Nigeria as a country. You can turn Nigeria into an export hub within 6 months to 1 year. It's not rocket science. $10 million, with less than $10 million, you will turn Nigeria into an export hub. Nigerian-made goods will flood the North American and the European markets within 6 months to 1 year. Nigerians will be bringing their goods to the foreign market. You will only compel them, that you will give them the support, but every dollar, every euro, every pound that they earn, they will bring the entire money, foreign currency, back into the Nigerian economy. That's what you need to do now. The entire money will be brought back into the Nigeria economy. Exporters will get the much needed support. You will raise billions of dollars, pounds and euros, and bring them into the Nigerian economy.
Okay.
This is what is needed. Stop this unsupported, I don't know what to call it. I just have
1 second.
borrowing that you continue to borrow. Just do the needful. You don't need to break the bank. You don't need $1 billion. You don't need $100 million. You can start it today. I will leave it at that for now. Thank you very much, Madam Patricia, and I thanks everyone. I appreciate everyone once again. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Jonathan. Really and truly, yes, with $10 million, a lot can be achieved if they really want to work for the people. And that's why I was also against Ngozi Uwala, what is she called? Because she's with the IMF, okay? And I spoke to her, to address her here as an enabler to the destroyer of Nigeria. Many people came against me here to say, oh, what are you saying? This is that. But what I'm saying is truth. Because these are the enablers and the collaborators that is destroying the country. You are working for the IMF. You are advising them against your country, for your country to come and borrow more money. You are working there and you are collecting money and selling your country. But there are Nigerians that are clapping for you that you are doing a good job. Yes, you are promoting Nigeria. We are not ready yet. Nigerians are not ready yet. They are slaves that love the chain, the master's chain on their neck. That's who Nigerians are. What a shame. Yes. I'll move to the next person. Please, Mr. Ike, come through for us. Thank you. You're 4 ministers now.
Okay, Madam Patricia, thank you very much for moderating. Thank you, other panelists. I want to divert a little bit. We've talked so much about GMO and so on, but I'm a little bit worried about what is happening in Kano. This eminent torso in Kano is a red flag. I'm sorry, I'm bringing up something else altogether, but I feel anything that is worrisome about us, we could discuss it here. Federal government is bent on insisting that the former emir stays. And everybody saw how Ganduje politically removed Sanusi. You see, when they say something that goes around turns around, the same way he removed Sanusi is the same way this new governor has also removed the one he planted. But the federal government is being desperate, just like they are also doing in Port Harcourt. It's a red flag. Let's watch it. Let's talk about it. Let's find if there is any pressure group. I know there are pressure groups that are here. Federal government should slow down a little bit in always wanting everything to go their way. If they are not very careful, they will light up the country from Rivers State and Kano. That's where I want to do my own 4 minutes. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Ike. That's really a red flag there, But yes, maybe there's something else that they are planning to do with Nigeria. But I believe that God has a better plan for Nigeria. So, like I am saying, I always say it, that the God I serve, I don't know the one you serve for, is the one that fight for those that cannot fight for themselves. So, Nigeria, since it has become that Nigerians will not go out and fight for themselves. The country will just dissolve itself. You know, there will come a time where the country will just break on its own. Everybody will just go their own side. That time will come. Maybe we are getting closer there now. So I'll leave it there. Thank you anyway for bringing that in. Very, very important. Mr. Odua or Mr. Dr. Sia, are you back? No, he's not there. Okay, Mr. Odua, please come
Okay,
through for
thank you. Thank
4
you.
minutes. The 4 minutes
Eh,
starts now.
Thank you. The country is not breaking because the people come together and make this whatever GMO, this thing you are talking about. It is not one part that is doing it. It is all the wicked people who come from the different zone or the different region of the country that make it. So the truth is that the people who we feel to honor are not due of honor. They are hypocrites. So that is the truth. And that is why the country is not moving forward, because hypocrites are the one who sit in the seat of power. So let us not be deceiving ourselves, the country will break, because nobody, the hungry is entire the country. The whatever criminality, the SUV they buy is for the entire the country, so of the zone. So that is not the truth. So what I will have to say is that this GMO, please, Nigerians, you know, those senators, this House of Representatives, whatever you people call the governor, whatever, they did not love you people. So if they bring if they initiate anything, they will give some doctors money. Those doctors will not tell you it's best in the head. Those things are lie. Their children will not take it. Their children doesn't use those foods. They themselves doesn't use it because they just want you to go away. They want to let go you so that they believe that money that you are consuming, they will be packing it. All these things because they are taking bribe. So they don't value your life. So Nigeria is left for you to reject all these wicked people who call themselves leader that occupy the seat of power, whether they are Piripiri, whether they are Pussy, whether they are Labour, whatever party they claim to be, they are all wicked. So that is what I will tell you. Reject them. Thank you.
Thank you again, Mr. Odua. Thank you for being here today again to lend your voice. Mr. Chris, we'll come to you again. Please come through.
Yeah,
Your
well,
4 minutes.
thank you, our chair lady, but I will disagree with you well for Ogbeide-Ihama matter. I
And are
don't think
you?
I don't think the lady has any problem because the first thing is that she's not even in IMF, she's in WTO, World Trade Organization. The lady in IMF, I think her name is Kristalina. She's from Georgia. But they haven't even said that. Let's even assume she's in the IMF. You know, these bodies, they have different organs that are responsible for different things. It's not just the kind of system we operate where the president can just wake up and do whatever he or she wants to do. And so that's just that for that. And again, they can't just come and meet you and come and force money and give you money. If not for anything, Ogbeide-Ihama is doing a lot behind the scene for Nigeria. A lot. She's doing a lot. 4 minutes is not even enough to do that, to say everything. Remember when they were trying to bring the vaccine then, they were trying to charge Nigeria some percentage or something like that. She had to step in and stop that. Let's even assume she's the IMF chairman, for example, and Nigeria, Tinubu wants to go and borrow money, and Ogbeide-Ihama refuses to release that money. What will people say? We then not say Biafra woman, she's blocking Nigeria from taking a loan that Nigeria will use for development. So if we have to say these things, we have to say them in totality. And moreover, that's just by the wayside. See, these people, they don't come to meet you to force you to take loan. If you go meet them, say you want to take loan, then go give you now. Then go give you. So we don't feel blame them. We don't feel blame any IMF or anybody for that matter. If we refuse to keep our house tidy and people are trampling on us and our leaders cannot speak up because they have so much baggages. They have so much baggages. So because of this, they are covering what they are covering everything. The things they are even supposed to speak up against, they cannot, because if they do, their files are there. They will be exposed, and because our leaders, they love to remain in power, they will do anything to remain in power. And that brings me to Edo State politics and the PDP thing we were talking about. Let's get it clear. It's not about Shaibu or anything, or whether he has crossed the line, he hasn't crossed the line. They cannot do Wike anything, and Wike said so, that come and try it. He dead them. They can't do him anything because he's bigger than the law that governs the PDP, criminally bigger than the law. Philip Shaibu is a small fry. They know they can handle him however they want. That's why they are dealing with the ones they can deal with. There are these people, they say now you go feed beats, now you go collect your wife. That is exactly what they are doing. And all in all, it's a dangerous politics Obaseki is playing in Edo State, no matter how you look at it. This politics is dangerous, and it must be discouraged in any way possible. Because Obaseki is just one person. The PDP is a structure. These were the structures that brought him into power. Even Ogbeide-Ihama was the last of the people that left that ticket for Obaseki then. He was the last. And it was Wike. Wike said he personally called him and begged him to leave that ticket alone for Obaseki, with the help of Danobi and even this Philip Shaibu. If I imagine Philip Shaibu had played a spoiler role, it is okay for we to say they are doing anti-party activities. At what stage did they start that anti-party activity? Did they just wake up one day and they started the anti-party activities? There were a series of events, chains of events that pushed them to that extent that they now went overboard and start playing this anti-party politics. So if we say these things, we must say them the way they are, not just trying to panter to any side. But of course, if we do, there are always people that will counter. That's why I said the question that Mr. Jonathan has resonated with me. Why is the PDP in Edo State different from the national level? Why is a Wike walking a free man? Look at the convention they had that day. Atiku, no other person, any other person less than Atiku even acknowledged Wike and called him the leader of the party, somebody that's serving as a minister in another political party, the opposition party for that matter. He was there at the PDP National, and they couldn't do anything. They were the people that spearheaded that meeting that day. That is the height of criminality, like Mr. Nanjaros described it. These people are criminally bigger than the law. And we must have to say it like that. It has nothing to do with due process, or they were following the law, or they did what they were not supposed to do. It is not, it has nothing to do with that. It is because these people are small fries and they cannot be touched. Like I said before, the Senate President Ahmed Lawal, the same thing happened. Is it not in Nigeria law that you cannot contest in two different positions in one election cycle? Ahmed Lawal did it, and he got away, and the court gave judgment in favor for him. After he failed in all the courts, he got to the Supreme Court and he finally won. It's not the same thing that happened to Akpabio. All these things are there in our law. We see the way our judges constantly keep looking the other way, and we keep defending these things. Is it the governor of Enugu State that NYC came out to say that they didn't issue that certificate? The court said, "Na lie, now issue one," just to make him the governor. We've seen all these things before, and we keep talking as if Nigeria is a normal place. This is not a normal society. So the things that we see here, we shouldn't, and we ought not to make any attempt to normalize this. Because at the time we normalize all this, it keeps interfering with our thinking and thought processes. That is why things like this genetically modified plants, that is why we can allow them to hold sway in the country. And wait and see how some people are going to be defending this. We don't even know the extent that this thing will affect the general population. Yes, like I've said, this GMO thing, is it Kano or Kaduna? It's a phase 3 clinical trial that they are doing, either you like it or not. Whether you like it or not, the whole country is turned to one huge experimental laboratory, and we think we have a say in this. This is our leader selling us out. Like at 50 years time, our children and our generation yet unborn, they are going to ask questions, just like we are asking questions about the slave trade today. Thank you very much, and good evening, everybody.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Mr. Dr. CM, welcome back. So, oh, we can't hear you. Please
Okay,
unmute. Yes,
thank
yes.
you, Madam Patricia. Sorry,
Thank you.
I was
Welcome
attend.
back.
I was yeah, I was attending to something. I heard people say something about PDP. Yes, you see, when Nigeria was say criminally they are above the law and constitutionally they are not. That's true. Criminally, you see, do you know why? I read somewhere that Philip Shaibu, in an attempt to undermine PDP in Edo State, it was, think, say, a broadcast to support a APC candidate. Yes,
No,
he should
he
be.
didn't buy the ones he was using, the ones he bought already to for his campaign. He
Okay,
donated
again.
it to them. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay. It's more like the same. So, you see, what is trying to tell PDP, I want to rub it in your face. And there is antecedents to all these things. Starting, I think that was 2015. Atiku, Saraki, Sule Lamido, Muaz Babangida Liu, I think all of them, they were in PDP, but they say it is the turn of the North. Because in 2015, Jonathan was contesting. Jonathan is from the South. They said it's the turn of the North. And who will the North bring? Under PDP, Jonathan defeated Atiku in primaries also. So who is the North? Their hope is Buhari. All of them went and supported Buhari, doing anti-party. That was what happened when Atiku has the effrontery to tell Jonathan as a serving president that I won't come back to PDP unless you step down for me. Now, that was what Wike copied and played it out in 2023. Openly, wasn't even hiding it. I think Wike even said, I dare them to suspend me. Now, look at what Shaibu did. His own is at the state level, they suspended. He said, this is impunity. Why is it that in Rivers State, the sitting governor is PDP, and the greatest headache to that sitting governor is a PDP? Why? And they don't want to resolve it.
It's impunity.
That is it. You see, ideally, somebody who should have been given Fubara a problem would have been either Labour Party, they stole their votes, or APC or any other party. PDP will be covering him up. Yet the greatest enemy to Fubara in a River State is PDP themselves, and led by Wike. Can you imagine the insult? And yet PDP kept quiet. They are suspending Shaibu. So that was what Shaibu saw and was doing his own. But maybe River State is not Edo State. You see, this is the level political party has become. That's why I always tell people, if life must continue, I agree. We can't say vacuum. Obaseki must hand over to somebody. Yes. But please, as much as possible, bring out the candidate you want to campaign for, you want to vote for. Look at him. First of all, leave the candidate first. Go and study the problem Edo State is facing. Social problem, economic problem, maybe it's infrastructural, maybe everything. Study it, itemize them, and then start to say, what will it take for somebody to fix it? And look for the candidate and come. Forget about party. This is the way they do. So this is no justice. Atiku started it. That's why Atiku can't even talk to Wike anyhow. I mean, the day I knew was the day Wike said, I dare them. So that is the situation we've been into now. That's why when people are telling me about this party, if you go to APC, that one just hang as a day. Even Labour Party, with this Abure, and then just like you coronated yourself, you carry crown, put on your head. Instead of somebody to put the crown on your head as a king, you coronate, you fix the convention venue, you did everything, you appointed, they did the counting, they returned
30
you.
seconds left.
Thank you. So this is party we are seeing everywhere. People just do something recklessly. That's why you feel I don't care. Look, because there won't be a vacuum. Check the person you are. It could be that in the end you do your analysis and it's still in that same something. Well, go ahead, but satisfy your conscience that you analyze this person not because of party, because a criminal, that party you think is good, a criminal from the other party can just switch over there and you vote. In the end, you say they've done you 419 or they've done you in. Like what happened last year. So please, that's what I'm even thinking. This time they've run fast. So that is the essence of what we have to do here. We explain to people that the personality, the ability, the capability of the person to do the job is much more important than the party the person came from. Thank you.
That's true. That's true. The capability, the ability, the competence for the person to do the job truly and truly is what we should be evaluating and not the party. Thank you so much. You couldn't have said it better than that. Thank you. I think Abdul Malik left and came back, so I will call on Honorable Sam.
I mean, I did not left. I'm here 24 hours.
You are here, okay, but
Yeah,
you are showing on my. Okay,
please
then. Mr. Abdul, okay, come through. Speak to us. 4 minutes.
Okay.
I was the one that put him on backstage to bring somebody else in, so he didn't go anywhere.
Okay. Thank you. So speak to us.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening again.
You say this Nigeria issue is bigger than the way we are looking at the issue. I see no reason why this country have what it takes to be a better country. But what our leader doing? Why are they slaving our people? I don't really understand. I think about this every day. This country have what it takes to be good, but you are borrowing money to make your money to depreciate your money. Are you normal? Do you have sense? You are borrowing money to depreciate your money. Instead to appreciate your money, you borrow money to depreciate your money. And the money you are borrowing, you don't use it for production, you use it for consumption. I don't really understand what is going on there. Because sometimes recently I think about it because it's not normal something. It's bigger than the way we are looking at the issue. I'm telling you the truth. If we did not do something, if we continue like this, there is nothing will change. Imagine now you are planning to borrow another money. After borrowing that money, there is nothing to show. There is no effect that you borrow money. You will still consume that money. You still consume that money. You will not use the money for production. But what is the need of borrowing then? And the oil we export, the only oil that give us dollar we export, 50% of the oil, they tip the oil. Only 50 enter Nigeria ports. They tip the 50% of the oil. That is the reason why Peter Obi say we need to dismantle all those criminals. That is the reason why they did not allow him to enter that government. Now look at Nigeria today. We have what it takes to go to farm to produce what we can eat, but we cannot go to the farm because of insecurity. And to tackle this insecurity, it did not take 2 months. It will not take that only 2 months. We don't have soldier, but you export soldier to Gambia, 10,000 soldier. Imagine. But we don't have soldier to fight insecurity. But you take 10,000 soldier to Gambia. Those people, they are not normal. They are not normal. I'm telling you the truth. I see they are not normal. They are not normal human being. I come to Edo State. You see, PDP and APC, they are the same people. Today, in the Nigeria Watch Up, I believe it's Mr. Alex. He said there was raining today in Benin. Everywhere flooding. Everywhere flooding. Even the road they did, like 1 year's interval, the road everywhere scatter. There is nothing. They are the same people. Edo State, we need to change those people. Look at now, 25 years. Nigeria did not boast of anything tangible that they do in Nigeria. There's nothing to show. After 25, you know what is 25 years? Somebody who they bought 25 years, they are being a graduate from nursery to university. What after you are still campaigning for those such people? Do you need a good thing for Nigeria or what? It's like you are evil like them. I'm telling you the truth. We need good thing for our country. After 25 years, there is nothing to show. No road, no light, no food to eat now again. Everything getting worse every day. You are still campaigning for PDP and APC. Are you not more than evil person? Even though you have millions in Nigeria, you are suffering. The money is nothing for you, it's nothing. Look at, even though you have 50 million in Nigeria, and every day in Nigeria, Nigeria money they depreciate. That money is nothing. You cannot use it for anything. After you are still campaigning for PDP and APC, it's like you are more than evil. Let us do the right thing at the right time. That's why we are not moving forward. I'm telling you, it's very bad. If we not do the right thing, our kids, they will see meet those mess. This is mess. I'm telling you the truth. And we need to dismantle this mess. Yes, everybody need to do what you can do anyway, anyhow. Anyhow you can do it. Because it's enough is enough.
10 seconds left.
Yeah, enough is enough. They are criminal, they are thieves. You are there just to loot money. You abandon people. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And now we come to the last person, the last panelist, Honorable Sam. Good evening to you again. Please mute and speak for 4 minutes.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, madam. Thank you very much. I appreciate you greatly. I want to still speak on this issue of what is happening in those states, vis-a-vis the relationship with what happened in River State. These are two different scenarios. You know, at a time, we are concerned, Wike is losing his popularity on a daily basis in River State. At the time, Wike was like a principality, was a lord of River State in every ramification. You saw the way he dealt with the traditional rulers, the way he dealt with opinion leaders. You know, it was like a principality in River State. You know, at a time, you saw what happened to the 24 lawmakers, told them, all of them, to decamp. As God may have it, judiciary had this course. Today, where are the 24 lawmakers? They are at home. They've all lost their job. Fobara was somewhat quiet because he knew definitely Wike was in charge of the legislators. He was in charge of his chief of staff. He was in charge of his commissioner. He was in charge of everything in River State. So when he said nobody can suspend me, he knew what he was saying because he had the structure. That was why he could say that nobody could suspend him. Now, where are the 24 lawmakers? They've all lost their jobs. Where are the chief of staff and so they've all lost their jobs. A few days ago, we all saw what happened to the local government. When the governor said they should go, and then they said no, they are still there. You saw what the electorate, what they did. They all went to their various local government council and chased them off the council. Immediately appointed caretaker committee to conduct the election probably in the near future. Now, what does that depict? It means the popularity of Wike is going down on a daily basis. As of today, he has no hold on the local government. Before now, he had the local government to his pocket, local government chairman. He had the House of Assembly to his pocket. He has some commissioners to his pocket. That can you suspend such a person when you're talking about suspension? Earlier, suspension is done from the ward level, local government level, down to the state level. So if Wike is in charge of his executive, for example, I'm a politician in my ward. To a very large extent, I have control over the executive of my ward. I have good relationship with them. You understand? I have a good relationship with them. Now, if I have a good relationship with them, it will be difficult for somebody to use them against me to suspend me. Talk less of somebody who is a minister, a two-time governor of that state, who is presently minister FCT. But one thing is certain, he has with his own mouth that if he does anything against PDP, God will not forgive him. He has used his own mouth to pronounce his judgment. So whatever that is happening to Wike now, the worst is yet to happen. Soon you will all come here to still say it. The governor of the state is already getting more power and power by the day. Soon things will turn around. Soon things will turn around. The same thing was happening in Edo State. As it is today, the executive of the state, both state executive from ward level to the local government to state level in Edo State, they are caretaker committees. Their tenure has elapsed. It was just the national, because of the forthcoming election, that they said, all the executive, they should stay until election, because they know conducting party primaries now will lead to more crisis. You understand? So whether we like it or not, the governor of the state has a very big role to play in political parties. We are in Edo State. The issue of Danobi or every other persons that were suspended, like I said, their suspension was overdue because they were causing more harm than good in PDP. Different moves has been made for reconciliation. The more you want to reconcile, the more they cause another big problem. Until they came out openly to say they are working for APC. Like I said, they have a right to work for APC. If you want to work for, there are other people, the state vice chairman, person of Francis Negbeneki of APC, resigned honorably. The media, the director of media in APC resigned honorably. Some of the men in the campaign committee, they resigned honorably. That's the best thing to do. So what they did was totally unaccepted. And what the PDP has done through their ward level to the local government, central district level down to the state is the right thing to do. So to me, it's part of the beauty of democracy. And by so doing, all the bad eggs in PDP that would have given PDP problem in this election, they've been flushed out. So we are now preparing for election. And we are sure, by the special grace of God, and by the type of, not just about, I keep saying, not just about the party, the candidates that the PDP brought out is a name of its own. So it is the candidates that is selling the party, not the party selling the candidates. Because we've been saying we need competence, we need somebody with character, somebody with the capacity, somebody with competence to govern the state, somebody that have the knowledge, that knows the honors, what to do, not somebody that, look at what is happening to Nigeria now. That's why they can impose all this. Look at the legislature.
Your time is up. Please, thank you.
Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you so much.
Patricia, please, can you give me 10 seconds?
10 seconds.
With me, Madam Patricia. I need 10 seconds, please.
Mr. Abdul Malik, come through. 10 seconds.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. You see, we are the problem of ourselves. Why do you have constitution in an organization or any group? Because when you work with your constitution, no matter the person, you cannot be above the law. You see, sometimes we talk like we don't even go primary school, understand? I see no reason why, no matter how you are, that is the reason why you have constitution in organization, so that everybody will work with the constitution. No matter how, the constitution will bind on you. That is the law. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Chris.
Please, after Chris, I will have 5 seconds.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
Madam Patricia, thank you so much, Chair Lady, for the 10 seconds. And for me, Mr. Sam, I don't think you said anything different from what we are saying. Wike is bigger than the law criminally, and that is what you just reiterated again. And talking about people resigning, the chief of staff to Obaseki resigned. Chief of staff resigned during the last election. He did before the election. And also, the people you were saying they lost their seats in Rivers, they didn't. The Rivers local government chairman, their tenure expired. And they were trying to get 6 months extension. They passed the law by themselves, and that law was quashed. So the governor made an attempt to appoint new caretaker committee. But as at now, The police have said both parties should maintain the status quo. Then the people you said that resigned, the weakest men that were in Fubara's government that resigned, that left, that were removed from that government. No, they actually resigned because those were the people that Wike placed there. All in all, Wike and Fubara, they are both the same. They are both different sides of the same coin. Fubara is not different from Wike. Wike is not different from Fubara. They are both evil because Fubara, even the power Fubara is enjoying today, how did he get the power? The power that could have belonged to Labour Party.
This is no longer.
Let me just stand up. So Fubara or Wike or whatever, they are all the same thing. They are just different sides of the same rotten coin. Thank you.
Thank you.
Can I?
5 seconds. Yes. Please.
Okay, thank you. This GMO is what I just watched now. Someone just sent it to our WhatsApp group. Did you know what he did to chicken? They grow chicken. The chicken did not have feather. All the feather is out. Oh, so that is how it's going to destroy the humans if we allowed it to happen in this our plant or whatsoever they are going to be giving to us. It make the chicken to grow without feather. So that is, I don't know if I can send it to, if I were able to send it, I will have sent it to
Mama, can I have 10 seconds too?
It's okay, thank you. Yes, Mr. Blackman.
Uncle Sam just came to sell PDP. Uncle Sam came from APC to PDP. And people that came from APC to PDP is suspending the main PDP people. Don't you see Nigeria is in a disarray? And Uncle Sam said they went through due process. That thing was never a due process. That thing was a political statement that I am your boss in the state. And that thing will never hold water in the national party of APC. It will never hold water. They know now, that's why they're just playing game. After this election, you will see what's going to happen. Many heads in PDP will roll out. Let's see if they will be able to win it, because the big heads of a PDP in the state have a lot of role to play, and they can pull their crowd out to vote for APC. If it happens, what are you going to do? You are doing lip service now. You think Edo State will just gather and vote PDP? What happened in the last one? Was it not because of sympathy vote that all of us came together and vote PDP? It is not happening now. It's a different ball game. People should know it. PDP and APC are the same feather. Oshimola is somewhere. This one is coming from PDP. Want to join APC? Oshimola is in APC. And this present governor came from APC. What are we talking? Family is fighting. We are dying in their war.
You don't do. Thank you. Okay. So now, I think Mr. Eedris will take over now. Mr. Eedris.
No, please, I will still be giving 10 seconds. Please, 10 seconds, please.
Okay.
All right, but the 10 seconds.
10 seconds, please.
Yeah. Hello. Honorable Sam, you used the 10 seconds just now, not long now.
No, I used my 4 minutes for submission. I have not been giving 10 seconds.
Okay.
It was my last 4 minutes.
Yeah, go ahead. 10 seconds.
Thank you very much. I want to please speak on this. I'm very, very concerned on this genetically modified organism seed. You know, if you look at their definition, it said they are seeds that have been altered using genetic engineering techniques to possess specific traits, such as resistance to pests, herbicides, improved nutritional content, or faster growth. Now, you now went further to look at what is the definition of an organism. So an organism is defined as in medical dictionary as any that functions as an individual, any living things that functions as an individual. You know, these people, they come up with something sweet. On their list, they have something. All these plants, this genetically modified, whatever they call it, if you eat it, it will affect your human genes. That is their motive. They tried it in their corona through vaccine. Pastor Cries preached against this thing. Even this GNO of it was Pastor Cries that started preaching against it, that it is wrong. They have an agenda. The deep state, they have an agenda. The agenda is to reduce the population. If Nigeria do not fight against this thing, if Nigeria start using the seed, you will see what the different sickness that will be entering into human body. People will just be dying. So people, Nigerians have to, if we have human rights body, human rights organization, civil society organization, this is the time we need to speak. Look at this. Anything that is bad, the way to get accelerated passage in National Assembly baffles me. This alone will let you know that there are people ruling this country. Our mother is there, is not the one ruling this country. And one of those ruling this country is Bill Gates. He has an evil agenda. And the earlier Nigerians start resisting him, the better it is for Nigerians. That is just what I want to say. This thing is evil. If there's anything we need to call satanic, and I know the Nigeria watch normally uses satanic. What is really satanic in Nigeria now is the GMO. It should be fought with everything. Because once you eat, what you put in, because what everybody needs is food. At the time they're able to use that to get to us, it's dangerous. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Honorable Sam. Thank you, everyone. I want to appreciate every one of you for your time today. A wonderful submission. It's beautiful listening to you guys. Mute yourself, Oga Chris, please. We don't want to hear what is happening in your house. You know, it's beautiful listening from distance. It's very nice. Madam Patricia, may God bless you, ma. I appreciate you for your wonderful moderating. I'm very, very grateful. All of you on this platform that is supporting me to moderate this platform, I want to say I'm grateful. People they will never ever choose. Even go reach Honorable Sam, you go reach your body, you go moderate for this platform one day. We'll call you. Maybe you use the whole hour to talk about your candidates. And there's people like Black Panther will say, gay, don't do. Because Oga CM go say, what did they happen for you? All right, guys, I appreciate every one of you. Yes, we've come to the end of the broadcast. 4 hours is fine, absolutely okay for us for today. Tomorrow is another day, so we're going to continue from where we stop. I want to thank you all right here again, starting with Madam Patricia Tagbojimi. Thank you very much, man. Thank you, Madam Rita. You came in earlier on. Thank you, Black Panther. Thank you, Mr. Jonathan Kingsley, Oga Chris. Thank you, Mr. Odowa, Oga CM. Mr. Ike, you stayed all through. Thank you very much. Honorable Sam, thank you, sir. Abdul Malik, thank you very much. I appreciate every one of you. For any of you that have left, if you came in, I want to say thank you very much. Those of you that called into the show today, I appreciate every one of you. And God bless you now. 3 of you supported the platform today: Stephanie, Ojek, Adelaja Ogumbuyi, and Peggy Modi. May God bless you. May your pocket never run dry. We are very, very, very grateful. Then our people write down the comment section, started with Mother of Mommy Diaspora. Thank you very much, Mommy. I appreciate you always, and I love you so much. Thank you very much, Pacha Nofe, my dear sister. I can see you right there. Oga Chris, I can see you as well. Thank you, Stella Masaredo, Adelaja Ogumbuyi, Wabo Felix. Thank you very much. Vitus Akwebelem is right there with us as well. Abu Azi, thank you, sir, for all you do. Madam Orbih Achoko, thank you very much, ma. I appreciate you. Oriami Abdul, thank you very much. God bless you all, my wonderful people. Then we have Patience Idemudia. Thank you very much. Madam Patricia, I can see you right there as well. Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, thank you. NG Okoro, Okori Emmanuel, and many others. We've come to the end of the broadcast. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. If it's your first time on this platform, I want you to know that what we're doing here, we're calling out our government to do the right thing. As you and I know, we can't lie to ourselves. Nigeria is not working. Nothing is working in Nigeria. If only we want to be truthful to ourselves. But if we are one of the satanic group that is defending the indefensible, you continue to deceive yourself. Nigeria is not working. We want Nigeria to work. That's why we're coming here. I am a wonderful panelists, callers, commenters, spectators coming out here every day to call out the government to do the right thing. That's what we're doing here. We're not fighting nobody. I appreciate every one of you, my people. If it's your first time, please subscribe to our channel, hit the notification bell to be notified whenever we're here so that you can join us for a live interaction like this. You see, we're getting close to 100,000. We are still waiting. I don't know why it's like this. Before you enter 100,000, it will come they slow there like this thing. I don't know what I want to call them. Guys, subscribe to our channel. Take us to 100K. We're almost there. We have less than 400 or 300, to get there. Take us there. God bless you. Don't fail, as you can see as well. So now we'll join the curtain. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Fingers crossed, 6 p.m. So that we can continue from where we stop. And God bless them, my wonderful, wonderful people. Whatever that we're doing here is a collective effort. Every credit go to every one of us. And God bless you. Good night and bye for now.
I know they do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Show me love. Go there, biza. Kama bara wa lo ninu ife kan akanbi. I know they do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Show me love. I go show you love. Kama bara wa lo ninu ife kan. But I know they do competition with anybody. I go show you love. Kama bara wa lo nínú ìfẹ́ kan. I know they do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Show me love. I go show you love. Kama bara wa lo nínú ìfẹ́ kan. They do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Tó bá ti sanwó fún Ṣẹ́gun nàbí o. Ẹ fẹ́ jókù. Alákọ̀bí. Ṣẹ́gun nàbí. Alákọ̀bí. Sábà mẹ́la. Anybody. Anybody? Any bobo. Anybody? Mo ló ń folú, ó gbà mí bó ṣe rí mi láti kíníṣí. Délé mo ló ń folú, ẹ jẹ́ ń sọ̀rọ̀. Délé òde.